everybody! Foley back for some Foley Fables. We're continuing our adventures in Master Detective Archive's Raincode. This is developed from the same creative directors who brought you Danganronpa. It has got a lot of Danganronpa in it. If you're not familiar with it, Danganronpa was a mystery murder thing. Kind of a locked room whodunit sort of thing. That was very well written, if a little anime. And then it's got a lot of bit of Ace Attorney in it, which is another mystery whodunit kind of thing with really zany characters and that kind of thing. Raincode just ratchets up the anime-ness considerably. So there's a lot of tropes and fan service and stuff like that, but it's going well so far. We've got a little bit of housekeeping before we get going. You haven't been a standby that long, Switch. Stop doing that. This one, desktop, Chrome. Hang on. One second. Didn't have this set up ahead of time. You can see we're already getting started a little bit late. Right. So here is our schedule for this week. So yesterday we played Final Fantasy 3. Today we're going to be playing Master Detective Archive's Raincode. Tomorrow, Resident Evil Code Veronica. We're continuing that. We're about halfway through it at this point. The Spirit and the Mouse and Bomber Cyberpunk on Friday and Saturday are going to be part of my Fully Plays Games a Bit series. This is where we play newly released games for a little bit. The music will drown me out a little bit. Anyway, and so that is the plan for this week, and then weekly news recap on the Sunday. Also, next weekend, we're going to be doing our end of year ranking of the games that featured on the channel in 2023. What you are seeing here is 2022. You can see Elden Ring, Sifu, Neon White, Plague Tale Requiem all came out that year, as well as maybe some not so great games that came out that year as well. So we'll be looking ahead at that. I think that is the 23rd of December. And then the week after that, we'll be doing our look ahead at 2024. I think that's the 30th. Yes, 23 plus 7 is the 30th. Okay. We'll be looking ahead to see what games will be coming out in the future, 2024, and which ones we might want to feature on the channel. Now, having said all that, though, it's time to get back to today's main event. So, Master Detective Archive's Raincode. So when we left Yuma and Shinigami had done a magical girl transformation, and now she's sexy for some reason, and she has to be sexy to use all of her powers. Don't ask why. You know why. Fan service. Anyway, we've been dropped into a mystery labyrinth. This is the very first time this has happened. Apparently, this is how we will solve the crime or the case that happened last week. Hasn't been that fucking long. Oh no. Got a new kink. Wasn't ready. I'm too young to have a new kink. Haven't even got to explore my old kinks yet. A cool cape now, though. That's new.
Where am I?
Audio's all good. Microphone's all fine. Alright, we're good.
What do you think of my awesome powers? This is what you obtained in exchange for your memories, Master.
You did this, Shinigami? Is this why I made a pact with you? I don't understand any of this. Where are we?
It's okay, we're all in the same boat, Yuma.
Simply put, it's an alternate universe. It's got that kind of vibe, right?
It looks a bit like Paradise Killer. We also play it on the channel. Go check it out. Let's Play is up over on youtube.com/DoomTrain5.
Awesome! You probably think it's cliched, huh? Well, this isn't any old alternate universe. Check this out. Ta-da! This is the Mystery Labyrinth. It's a maze that materializes mysteries from the real world.
Materializes mysteries?
Well, it's got alliteration, so it's got to be true.
Lost to time, right? Well, here, they actually take shape as a mystery labyrinth. Now, This maze is the materialized form of the unsolved murders that took place on the Amaterasu Express.
For more details on that, see the last stream.
Is the mystery?
I have the power to interact with this mystery labyrinth. That's why we were able to come here in the first place.
Why is a death god able to do this? I don't know.
Master, we're gonna beat the Amaterasu Express Massacre Mystery Labyrinth.
Aye.
What happens when we beat it?
We solve it, presumably?
In every case, there's a hidden truth, and we have to find the truth deep inside this mystery labyrinth. So, if we beat this mystery labyrinth, the truth of that case will be revealed. Naturally, so will the true identity of the killer. Now, let's solve this thing.
What is on Shinigami's irises?
Identity too?
So far, everyone has had
Couldn't solve
fairly
it in
unique
reality, so we're solving it in this alternate universe.
irises.
They're two sides of the same coin.
See, Yuma's has
But
like a
whether
magnifying
or not
glass,
we
like a
discover the
detective.
truth depends on the person
And we've seen a
entering the
couple of other
labyrinth.
people. We saw somebody who had a
The
literal
mysteries in the real
swastika
world,
as their
the more
iris.
complex the maze will be
Eh,
too.
Maybe he's the bad guy. I don't know.
Killers in real-world cases throw whatever obstacles they can at investigators, right? Those are also materialized into the maze, so this is gonna be a tough battle.
So, you're saying there are traps in there?
Yep. Looks like you're finally getting it. Now that I've explained it all, let's head into the dungeon.
Let's go.
Hold on. I don't understand any of this.
Okay, we'll learn by doing.
Seriously, you don't get it?
A mystery labyrinth is a maze based on a real mystery. This one is formed from the murder on the Amaterasu Express.
Sure sounds like you got it, Yuma.
Yep, you're right so far.
So, if there's always a hidden truth inside a mystery labyrinth, if we keep going, the Amaterasu Express case will be solved?
Yup, you totally get it.
Why did you stop us?
I don't get anything! This makes no logical sense!
Don't worry about it. It's a video game. Just keep going.
Sheesh. This is why you're a benchwarmer detective.
Wait,
You're in an alternate universe and hung up on details.
Benchwarmer couldn't make a pact with a death god.
Okay.
We have amnesia.
I'll
We
explain
don't
more
really
about
know what's
how it
going on.
works as we explore the mystery labyrinth.
And allegedly, we have amnesia because we made a
Any more
pact
questions along
with
the way? Stare at
Shinigami.
my boobs for 8 seconds. That'll make all your worries disappear.
Won't really answer my question
No,
though.
it won't! Please, explain
I don't know.
it
Try.
now.
See what happens.
Relax, relax. I'll tell you in due time. Come on, let's go. Time to unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Sorry, I forgot to mention the important keys. Whoopsie.
Keys? You mean for opening doors in the dungeon?
Like a Zelda
something
thing?
like that, but
We gotta go find a
in the
chest somewhere?
mystery labyrinth are used
Guess
to
we'll find a
break
chest
through
right here.
mysteries. They're called solution keys, and they're essential to clear the mystery labyrinth.
So, where do I find them?
Solution keys are materialized clues for a case. Normally, you'd get them during the investigation.
You can get to do an investigation.
Kinda had to rush through the investigation this time around, so let's briefly review the case. For starters, try to recall all that happened on board the Amaterasu Express.
Okay, I guess you don't need to watch the last stream. We're just we'll
Express?
catch you up on it right here.
The Amaterasu Express is the only method of transportation in Kanai Ward. It's an automated
That's where we're headed.
unmanned train with 5 cars. Its doors won't open while in motion, and windows are fixed in place. There were no stops before our destination, so the train kept moving until it arrived at the station. A monitor in the backup control room displays the operation log, and there was no record of the train stopping.
You got that? You got a closed box. Oh.
Here's your solution key.
Maybe cool it on the rainbow bobo tea. Okay, we've got a map. That's apparently a key. And a route map, also a key. And the operation log. According to the log, the train did not stop once after departure.
So this is a solution key, but why did it come
Why
out
did
of
you
your
throw
mouth?
it up? Because it's funny.
What do you mean? So I don't have to use my hands. I worked really hard developing this method.
You put thought into this?
So that's how words and events you think are clues get transformed into solution keys. Let's keep reviewing what happened in this case.
Alright, I'll
Okay,
do
let's
my
make
best.
Shinigami throw up some more, I guess.
The incident occurred inside the Amaterasu Express while it was still moving. Including myself, there were 6 master detectives on board. Aphex and Poochie's abilities confirmed there were no other passengers on the train.
Aphex and Poochie's fortes proved there were no other passengers besides the 6 people inside the train car. So Poochie's the girl, has super hearing. She can hear your heartbeat and your breathing and all sorts of things. She confirmed there were only 6 living people on board the train. And Aphex has a sort of living sonar kind of thing, in that he can detect living beings out to a certain radius. And he also confirmed they were the only living things on the train.
And who died first again?
It was Zilch in the first car's infirmary. I noticed smoke pouring through the crack of the door, and looking through the window, I saw a knife stuck in Zilch's chest.
Okay. Zilch had the power to communicate and control with animals, but since we were the only living things on the train, he couldn't demonstrate his power. So that might not be his power. He might have been fibbing.
The infirmary was on fire, so smoke quickly filled the whole area. I hurried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge because it was locked.
Does that mean this was a locked room mystery?
Everybody loves locked room
Not
mysteries.
really. There's a chance the killer had a duplicate key.
That's no fun.
But the whole train is a locked door
Anyway,
mystery.
I broke the door's window and unlocked the door from the inside to enter the infirmary. By then, Zilch's corpse had burnt to a crisp.
Yeah, that's a confusing one.
I wanted to alert the others, so I moved to the second car. But I found Mellamy's corpse there. I think she was set on fire with the liquor in the dining car.
Ooh, a flambe! A human flambe.
But what was strange about Mellamy's corpse, aside from being set on fire, which is a bit fucked up, there was no other fire damage anywhere else in the car. So, like, she didn't run around and flailing, "I'm on fire, this is very painful," and throw fire at other places. You know, you'd have expected at least some footprint fire damage where she was running, but no. So it might suggest that she was already dead when she was set on fire. Anyway, Mellamy's corpse discovered in car 2. It was burnt to a crisp, but the face is still barely recognizable.
That reminds me, something was off about car 2. Right before the train entered the tunnel, there was a strange shaking.
Isn't that from entering the tunnel? It's like air pressure. Wind stuff.
And there was a blackout right after, although it only lasted a moment.
Yeah. What was up with that blackout? Was there one on the other side of the tunnel too?
No, when we exited the tunnel, there was shaking again, but no blackout. There was something else too. Something that happened when we were in the fourth car.
I wonder if that's a clue.
Got a big clue. There was a blackout and a shaking when the train car entered the tunnel. There was another shaking when the train exited the tunnel. What the hell that's about?
And the next corpse was the little girl in the third car?
Yeah, it was Poochie. Another burnt body. Just like the first 2 cars.
Poochie's corpse discovered in car 3. It was burnt to a crisp, but the face is just barely recognizable.
backup control system? I remember something about that. The control system automatically manages the electricity within the train. When the main control system fails, it will switch to the backup system after 1 second.
You may have amnesia, but you've got a pretty good memory. Anything else you can remember?
I've got a very good memory for things that
I did
happened
notice
5 minutes
that
ago.
The backup control system was actually operating.
Yes, which suggests
And
it
if the backup was
did
on,
lose power.
that means the main system was down, right?
might explain the blackout.
What do you think about that?
Backup control system status was operating. Did the main control system fail? That's probably what the blackout is.
Well, the train never stopped, so it doesn't change the fact that no one could get in or out, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Next, you found the geezer's corpse in the 4th car, right? He was also covered in burns. Was there anything strange about that corpse?
He didn't have any external wounds, but he was holding the cell phone he uses for his photography ability.
Oh yeah, that useless ability. It's basically no better than a dash cam. Anyway, forget about
It's actually
the geezer
worse
for
than a
now.
dash
I
cam.
want that old man's
Because he
smell
doesn't
haunting my
save the
memories.
picture. Decays after 2 days. Zangi's corpse, discovered in car 4. The entire body has been burnt to a crisp. I'm sure his ability was a lot more useful before smartphones. Zangi's Forte created this recorded image. It was saved in the cell phone found on his corpse. This is an image of
Next
Yuma
and
drinking
last is
coffee.
the 5th car. Come on, try to remember it.
The body we found in the 5th car was completely charred. It was impossible to tell who it was. But the necklace around the corpse's neck confirmed it was Aphex. We also discovered a stab wound to the chest.
The burnt corpse thought to belong to Aphex had what appeared to be a stab wound in its chest. Now, what's interesting is, of the 5 corpses we have seen, 3 of them have been recognizable, whereas Aphex and Zilch's have not been recognizable, and both of those have stab wounds in their chest. Suspicious.
Also, judging by things like the plate on the wall, the 5th car appeared to be far more burnt than the other cars.
Maybe the room ended up like that because the victim was on fire and running around trying to put it out.
That would make sense. Plate identifying car 5 was burned and distorted in an unusual manner. Perhaps it was deliberate.
Oh, and the blood on the interior lock of the 5th car's infirmary is an important clue, I think.
The infirmary in car 5 was locked from the inside. There was a small amount of blood spattered on the interior lock.
Uh-huh. So, I guess that does it for our review of the case?
Getting sick again?
Wait, there was something else. After the train arrived at the station. According to the Peacekeeper's reports, they all burned to death. But that part seems off to me.
The victims all burned to death, according to the Peacekeeper's report. Just they had nothing
And
to
they
say about the
also
stab
mentioned
wounds.
There was a knockout drug mixed into the drinks in the dining car.
Which would make it... There was a knockout drug mixed into the drinks in the dining car, which would make it pretty easy to set Melanie on fire if she was already asleep. And in fact, Pucci and Zange, and maybe not Aphex, because it seems like he went...
Yeah.
He didn't
I
go
think
quietly.
That's everything of note.
But the other thing is, everybody else except us is dead. Why? Why is this? Why are you like this?
This should be enough solution keys to solve it.
But I still don't know how to use them.
Master, you worry too much. I'm sure it'll turn out fine. Time to head off in search of the truth. Let's solve this thing.
Wait, come back.
Will things really turn out fine?
Sure. Alright, into the Paradise Killer pyramid. That close. Did that close after we went in or before we went in? Okay, after we went in. It looked like it closed in our face, but doesn't seem like it.
So, this is the mystery labyrinth. It sure looks creepy. Hey, if we keep going, will we really get to the truth?
Allegedly.
Would I lie to you?
Yes.
I told you the deepest part of the labyrinth
Yes, you would.
is the truth, right? So, let's go. I'm so horny for mysteries right now.
Oh my god.
You're... what?
Well, she does have horns. That's what you meant, right? Pretty cool effects. Is there an end to this hallway? Oh, I can't really. I wanted to look out the windows, but you can't really. That's bright. Why does this hallway just keep going?
Move just now?
Oh, that's a cue.
A what?
Is that a monster living in the mystery labyrinth?
No, it's a monster living in Star Trek.
Not exactly monsters. You are part of the mystery labyrinth itself. They're what materialize the mysteries. You have no intelligence or autonomy. All they do is manifest the mysteries in the labyrinths. But since you are here to defeat mysteries, they're kinda like obstacles.
So in other words, they're the enemy.
Of course, as a detective seeking the truth, mysteries are your greatest enemy.
Are they though? Mysteries mean you're on the right track. If there are no mysteries and you still don't know what happened, then you're just fucking stupid, I guess.
Hmm? What is that?
I don't know. You're not Kirby. That other thing looked like Kirby. You don't.
What the? There are monsters here!
That's a mystery phantom.
Of course.
A mystery phantom?
A monster
What's that?
phantom. A mystery monster.
I told you that cues make mysteries materialize, right? Well, if there's someone in the real world trying to interfere with the case, that person also materializes. That's a mystery phantom.
Interfering with the case? Hey, doesn't he kind of look like Swank of the Peacekeepers?
He doesn't kind of look like him.
The peacekeepers
It's
are tied up in
identical.
this. Then maybe this incident has
Other than
something to
these,
do with
he's gone
Amazon
very
Corporation.
like cyberpunk.
You're the culprit.
Huh?
Citation needed. Okay.
Since all the other passengers on the train are dead, you're the only one who could have done the crime.
No. Someone else could have done it and then killed
That's
themselves.
the truth behind this case.
Instead of it being 5 murders, it's 4 murders and a suicide.
If you can't get past this, you can't reach the truth.
What do I do? Should I just run away?
A detective doesn't run from a mystery. You gotta defeat him.
Defeat him? How?
Take his feet off. Defeat him.
Are you ready to give your life for the truth?
No.
Huh?
Just say, I am.
Fine.
I am!
Huh? What are you doing? this other guy in the room is trying to kill me right now. Scoozy? Okay, So she doesn't just throw up clues. As you do.
A sword?
A sword.
Call it the Solution Blade. It's a sword with special powers to affect things inside the Mystery Labyrinth.
Why do you have this?
Use that to boom kill
Also,
the Mystery Phantom.
how did you?
This.
How is this This is bigger than you. How is this inside you?
Use this.
I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually.
It's a sword, Yuma. How do you use a sword?
The damage you take here is nothing to sniff at.
Pointy man. The pointy end goes in the other man.
But still,
The pointy man goes on the
the more
sword.
your mind realizes you've been hurt here. Oh boy.
Okay, right. You die in the Matrix, you die in real life.
You're
Got it.
lined up brain dead. It'll be game over. Time to start from the beginning again.
At the beginning? What about my save
No
file?
one wants that. So you better be super careful.
Alright, so despite this being set up as like a fight and you have a sword and everything like that, it's not. This isn't a combat game. You'll see. You'll see what I mean when it finishes loading. It's loading right now. Give it a second. It's on the Switch, alright? Give it a minute. Reasoning death battle. Coffee in the dining car.
No need to draw this out. You're the culprit behind this case.
N-
You murdered 5 bastard detectives.
Prove it.
That's the only explanation.
Is it though?
Everyone else is dead. You're the only one who could have done the crime.
Is this going to...
Slash through this mystery.
Okay, it's not gonna re-tutorialize me, okay.
No, there's no way I could have done it. I wasn't conscious the whole time because I drank the drugged coffee in the dining car.
It's no use.
Alright, so the deal is
Deduction is wrong.
the black and white text avoid it by either moving left and right or by jumping on top of it.
You were out the whole time. Ridiculous. You're the culprit. You knew it was drugged. That's how you avoided being knocked out.
There's a way to do it like, yeah, just-in-time dodge.
The other detectives were drugged. You went around killing them all. You're busted. You took the laced coffee and only pretended to drink it.
Fuck! What's the button to change?
Master,
Yeah.
I didn't know I was drugged. I wasn't pretending to drink it. I just need to
You were out
play.
the whole time.
I pressed the wrong button.
Ridiculous. You're the culprit. You knew it was drugged.
I think the just-in-time just gives you health back.
That's how you avoided being knocked out. The other detectives were drugged. You went around killing them all.
We want this one, because this proves that I drank it.
You're busted. You took the laced coffee and only pretended to drink it.
This is the truth.
Objection!
Zonga's photography footage showed me drinking the coffee. That proves I wasn't faking anything.
Eat shit, swank. Peace out. Victory fanfare. We're not playing Final Fantasy today, but if we were, victory fanfare.
Did I defeat it?
Feet removed.
see? No matter how weak you are, things will turn out fine.
Hey.
As long as I'm here.
He tried to frame me as the culprit.
Guess that's what Amaterasu Corp is doing.
Which
Wanna set you up and
means
call it a day.
they know who did it.
That's why the peacekeepers barged in as soon as the train hit the station. They probably planned this.
So they knew what was going to happen. Then the culprit works for Amaterasu?
Or someone hired by them. Either way, the peacekeepers want to hide who did it.
So the reason Control Headquarters didn't respond to the emergency calls was because of Amaterasu.
Yes.
Probably. Now that we know what they're aiming for, we're one step closer to the truth. Let's keep this up and unriddle this mystery labyrinth so we can get to the truth.
Okay.
You're awfully casual about this. My life is at stake here.
That's your life. Your freedom is at stake.
I understand now that the mystery labyrinth is the case's mysteries given shape.
We understood this a
What
while
do you
ago.
do here, Shinigami?
Simply put, I'm the one and only cutie that can directly interact with the mystery labyrinth.
Okay.
Progress
Why?
made in the mystery labyrinth and solving those mysteries here. It's all thanks to me.
Okay, fine. So she's the solution key, solution blade, etc. stuff. But why you?
I don't know what to tell you. I've always been able to do this. So
Okay, that's another mystery then. Will we have that mystery labyrinth at some point?
You are so pitiful, Master.
Look, it was coffee.
Waddling around like a toddler.
I'm waddling around like a
It's
toddler
just
because I
I've got
am a
this weird
toddler.
ghost thing haunting me.
Huh? Making a pact with me won't make you dizzy. That just reduces your lifespan by a lot.
What?
You're kidding, right? Right?
Ah, shit.
Anyway, who do you think is the culprit, Master? You have any guesses?
Yes, the guy who has literal swastikas for
If
eyes.
the drinks were drugs in the dining car, the culprit must have been on the train before anyone else.
Oh, so then all you have to do is ask around and figure out what order everyone got on board.
Well, I can't do that because they're all dead.
Oh, wait a minute. You can't, because they're all dead!
Yep.
You aren't taking this very seriously, are you?
Alright, I guess we're gonna have another fight with Swank. Oh, no. Different thing.
This place. Whoa. The path is forked in two. Which way should I go?
This fork in the path is also a materialized mystery, so you should know which way to go if you solve it.
Okay.
First, let's clarify what mystery this is exactly.
Huh? How do you do that?
Like this.
No? That's a problem.
Blood! Blood!
Quit overreacting, Master. This is a mystery labyrinth. It's fine.
Is it?
Anyway, take a look. I used the blood of the Truth Seeker as a conduit to expose
That was a lot of
the
blood.
blocking the path.
Is that a question?
That's the mystery standing in your way. You just need to pick the right path and head on through.
6 on the train. It must mean the 6 master detectives, including me, right? If I don't think the culprit is among the 6 on the train, then I should take the right path, which says no. But if I think the culprit is
Right, as in
6
right-hand
on
side,
board,
not right, as
I
in
need to take
correct.
the left path that says yes. Which is it?
Well, we're in a locked door mystery thing. There's only the 6 of us. It was proven by 2 other detectives that we were the only people on board. So facto, it's this one. This one.
So, you think the culprit is one of the 6 on the train, right?
Yes. Well, I'm beside the yes.
Right here! Okay, let's go.
If you choose no, you just get reprimanded for choosing the wrong one.
Can I go through now?
Oh, you got it right? Not bad at all, Master.
I mean, it was 50-50. Oh, he's back. He's back in Pog form.
Ah! Something happened. Why? Did I make the wrong choice?
It's trying to bury the truth again. Go get him, Master.
Alright, more combat. Maybe a little more complex this time. I know there are other things you can attack. It's not just the white and red text, you do get some other kinds of text as well. I can't remember how to deal with them.
Your deduction is wrong. Other than the 6 on the train, you must have had an accomplice.
No, we got the thing.
This is the truth.
Got their testimony. They both of them said. Nobody else.
2 master detectives used their abilities to prove that only 6 people were on the train. If it was only one person, they could have been lying or an imposter. But 2 of them means there can be no mistake.
Well, I mean, both of them could be in on
Wrong.
it.
Your reasoning is completely off.
Oh yeah? Well, why did it work then?
What good does that testimony even do? Your accomplice just wasn't there when those 2 checked, but came aboard after that. So what if the windows don't open? While everyone was in doubt, you secretly stopped the train and let your partner board.
Oh, fuck.
And together, you committed the crime.
Waited too long.
This way, there's no contradiction.
What?
Right.
The operation drives as the train never stopped, but that doesn't go. Oh, right, I used the wrong one on the wrong statement. Yes, I do. I think it goes with a different statement.
What good does that testimony even do? Your accomplice just wasn't there when those 2 checked, but came aboard after that. So what if the windows don't open? While everyone was in doubt, you secretly stopped the train and let your partner board.
I'll slash through this mystery. Backup control room's operation log showed that the train never stopped. And the doors won't open unless the train stops. So it's impossible for someone to have gotten on during the trip.
And all the windows are bolted and everything else. Bye. There's my victory fanfare. You better not come back a 3rd and 4th and 5th time. I have solved this one before. Just wondering why I'm being
Looks like you're getting
blasé
the hang of
about
this,
it.
Master. You've learned to ruthlessly cut down any who stand in your way.
That's me,
You make it
ruthless.
sound like I'm the bad guy
I'm a
here.
ruthless infant.
Hey, I was wondering, if the Mystery Labyrinth is trying to block people from seeking the truth, wouldn't it reject my answers, even if they're right? Or maybe the questions themselves could be lies.
No chance. A mystery labyrinth has no self-will. It can't lie or create things not based on the real-world mystery. This place is a direct manifestation of a mystery. You can always progress as long as you keep solving it. In that sense, the labyrinth is fair. It won't cheat you.
Well, unless you're being cheated in real life,
That's
I
a
guess.
relief.
By the way, about the culprit being one of the 6 of you,
Yes.
how could the culprit commit the crime when all the other passengers besides you were dead?
I don't know yet. I'll figure it out. Alright, we got another mini game.
Another fork in the road.
Oh no.
This is how we reach the truth.
Don't do it.
Reflects how problems are really solved, doesn't it?
Well, no, kinda,
Well,
I guess.
I don't know if I've ever
Wouldn't
actually solved
Many
a
mysteries
mystery on my own.
have, like,
I don't remember
multiple
at all.
branches. It wouldn't just be
Doesn't matter.
2 options.
You just need to solve the mystery in front of us.
You're gonna cut my head off again, aren't you? No! Alright, everyone was dead. How did the culprit pull it off?
Say,
This time, yours truly is gonna help think it through. Let's leave all the heavy lifting to your lovely mystery labyrinth guide. Alright, really? That'd be a big help. Thinks they played dead?
come on.
I'm still thinking here. Don't choose yet.
Huh?
Guess I'll think about the opposite door. Is actually the real one.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
Master, leave this to me. This has to be the right answer. Follow me.
Hey,
Uh.
wait!
Oh. No. Hope this doesn't unlock something in me.
The culprit just played dead. Because if they did commit suicide after the crime, they'd be dead right now. And that's no fun at all.
That's your reasoning? Wait, what's this chain?
I told you we share mind and body. The
Where does it
chain
where
is
does it
proof
go?
of that. Our relationship can never be broken apart.
That's terrible.
Please, you should consider yourself lucky you're being haunted by a cutie like me.
Yeah, now I'm a little more confused. Where does the chain end?
I'm so tired. I pulled you up here, so you can walk the rest of the way yourself.
I didn't ask you to do that. So you think this path will lead toward the truth, right?
No idea. This is a labyrinth. It's pretty common to encounter dead ends.
Why are you taking so long?
Whoa, watch out!
You see? What did I tell you? Dead end.
Oops.
Don't sound so proud of yourself. You chose this path, Shinigami.
If it's a dead end, maybe the culprit wasn't just playing dead.
I searched all 5 bodies, and they were, without a doubt, dead.
Oh, so the answer isn't play dead. Let's turn back.
You changed your mind already?
Well,
Exploring all possibilities.
hasn't the labyrinth
is an
changed our
important
mind
part of
for
being
us?
A mystery labyrinth.
Not wrong about that.
I'm so awesome.
Well, at least it didn't make. Oh,
By the
never
way,
mind.
I did say I can guide you through the mystery labyrinth. But I'm not that good at solving mysteries.
You could have said that a little earlier.
I just want to help. I like when you rely on me, Master.
Anyway, what's going on in
I'm
the
relying on you for
world
the
while we're in
sword
mystery
and
labyrinth?
solution keys and all that
Let's stop
stuff.
from the other side. We're sort of set apart from the normal flow of time while we're here.
Am I aging while we're
In
here?
other words, you're still surrounded by peacekeepers.
Great.
So if we return without solving the mystery, we'll just be captured.
As a result, this murder case will remain unsolved and linger in people's memories as a serious crime. Naturally, this mystery labyrinth will also survive. And that creates an even bigger problem.
Oh,
Which is?
Leaving a case unsolved means that it will go down in history that way. The more bizarre a mystery is, the more it attracts people's interest. And the more people rack their brains about that mystery, the bigger the mystery labyrinth gets.
okay.
Eventually, the mystery labyrinth would gain enough power to start affecting the real world. It would implant
What?
insidious ideas into people's minds, creating more murderers and, in turn, new mystery labyrinths. Labyrinths can create endless cycles. That's why it's best to cut it off as soon as possible.
It sounds way more daunting than I thought.
You'll put the X-Files out of business if we do that. We need mysteries. Alright, so they didn't play dead. It only leaves the other possibility.
We're finally back. The other route is commit suicide after the crime. There's no other option, so it has to be the right answer.
There's a secret third answer.
Careful.
Dead end? No dead end? No dead end this time.
Commit suicide after the crime would mean... After killing the other 4, the culprit killed themselves, right? Is that really the right answer?
Yes?
The Mystery Labyrinth's routes represent logical deduction. If there's only one route, then it's the only possibility. I think the only option left is the culprit off himself. We just need to find that suicidal pest.
Why though? And I honestly still don't. I don't remember if the game tells you why they did that. Inagami?
What's going on here?
Ugh.
This
What?
is part of the
Donkey
mystery
Kong Country?
materializing. You just need to solve it.
Oh, shit.
Come on, Master! Concentrate! Come on, concentrate!
I hope it's not like the Resident Evil 4 remake minecart section. Who was the last person to die during this incident? The culprit.
This way. If the culprit committed suicide after the crime, then the last person that died should be the culprit.
Right! Because they wouldn't be able to kill someone else if they off themselves already. Nice work!
I mean, that's kind of obvious, Shinigami, but okay. Who set fire to the dead culprit? Question. Culprit themselves.
Of course. The person who started the fires must be the culprit.
All 5 burned to death, so the culprit who died last totally burned themselves. Come on, let's try again!
Who was the last person to be burned to death?
One who burned the other 4, then set themselves on fire. Is Zilch.
Bingo! You did it, Master! But you know, setting aside the idea that the culprit was the last to die, why would it be Detective Four Eyes? Didn't we discover his body first?
Mm-hmm.
According to the Peacekeepers, the victims all burned to death, right? But when we first found Zilch in Car 1, he wasn't burnt yet. If that's the case, that means he must have burned to death after that.
Because he was killed by a knife wound.
Although
Or at least
everyone
that's what he
else we
planned to
found
be
after
done
him
by.
had already died from burns.
Alright. So if they all burned to death, then the last one who died could be Detective Four Eyes.
I think the culprit killed everyone in the opposite order of how we found their corpses. Starting from Car 5, he killed them in order one by one, then set himself on fire in Car 1.
So Detective Four Eyes is without a doubt the culprit, but he committed suicide, huh?
The door!
That's okay. It's open. You wouldn't want that automatic door to be slow opening.
Whoa! It worked?
See, I told you it would be fine. I'm such a terrific guide.
Yeah. Is that the end of it?
I guess that's everything. Seems easier than I thought. What's wrong, Master?
What is the
I'm
goal? The big
wondering
demon
if that's
face?
really all that happened. Something about this seems off.
What could possibly be this?
It does? You think so?
No, no!
Ah! What's going on?
Zilch killed the other four, then set himself
Sure?
on fire.
Is this the truth behind the case?
There's only one door. No other options.
But it's also
Maybe this really
a
is
question
the end.
thing and a
Kind
big
of
demon
simple
face.
Conclusion despite 5 people dying. Well, I hope this was a helpful tutorial for you, Master.
Wait. Mystery labyrinths contain all the mysteries of the real-world case, including things like misdirection, right? Which means this could be an attempt by the culprit to mislead us.
So, you don't think this is the truth? What
I
makes
think
you
it's
say that?
partially correct.
I'm not sure, but I have a feeling the case isn't closed yet.
If so, then this door could be a fake.
How can we tell?
If you think it's fake, why not try breaking it? It'll be bad news if you're wrong, though. And I won't tell you exactly what will happen. I don't want to affect your judgment.
You just told me it'll be
Already
bad,
affecting
though.
My judgment. I guess the only way to find out is to destroy it. How do I do that?
A bomb?
So it was fake. It was the culprit trying to throw us off the trail.
You don't know that. You haven't destroyed it yet. Hey, it's me again.
You said it just quit while you were ahead.
It's rare for a fake exit to appear. This mystery labyrinth is way tougher than I thought. Master, don't let your guard down.
Make sure you drop your money before you drop dead. I promise I'll show mercy to your wallet.
Okay, is this when they're gonna introduce the additional things and not remind me how to actually deal with them? Be nice if I could get into the in-game tutorial stuff, because it doesn't look like it's gonna re-tutorialize me about this kind of thing. Knife in the corpse, Mellome's corpse.
The culprit must be Zilch. Reason is obvious. Zilch is the only one who could have done the crime.
God damn
He
it!
burned the 4 passed out victims, then set himself on fire, and died from immolation.
Ah!
If you think
Why am I so slow?
it's an easy case to solve. 4 murders, 1 suicide. That's the truth behind the case.
Feels like we're getting to the heart of the case, but something about the whole thing is bugging me. Yeah, something was off when we found Zilch's body. Yes, it was the knife.
The culprit must be Zilch.
I need to read these again. Mellome's corpse discovered in cart 2 was burnt to a crisp. The face is still recognizable. Knife stuck in Zilch's chest. It's deeply embedded and could certainly have caused a fatal wound.
The reason is obvious. Zilch is the only one who could have done the crime.
Eh.
Say,
Alex couldn't aboard the train later, so that just leaves Zilch as the culprit, right? Oh, he must have burned himself to death. I suppose.
No.
The cause of death really fired? No.
The culprit must be Zilch. The reason is obvious. Zilch is the only one who could have done the crime.
I've done both now. Am I meant to deliberately skip that? Killing everybody, stab himself with a knife, then set himself on fire? Alright, I think I need to actually just skip the first one.
Zilch is the only one who could have done the crime.
Because that one is actually true.
Victims, then set himself on fire and died from immolation.
This is the truth. No. Now that I think about it, Zilch's suicide by fire doesn't make sense. Because when I saw Zilch through the window, there was a knife in his chest. If he burned himself, then why would there be a knife stuck there?
You little brat. Fine. I'll answer you.
What are our new ones? Bloodstains on the interior lock, coffee in the dining car. Bloodstains on the interior lock. The infirmary in car 5 was locked from the inside. There was a small amount of blood spattered on the interior lock. Coffee in the dining car. Coffee with a knockout drug mixed into it. Yuma passed out after drinking this. It's potent enough to render anyone unconscious immediately after ingestion.
Knife stuck in the body? Of course I know why. Yeah, it was to knock himself out.
Ah! It's the coffee, of course.
I was the knife stuck in the body? Of course I know why. Yeah, it was to knock himself out.
I'll slash through this mystery.
He stabbed himself in the chest to knock himself out? I mean...
If his plan was to fall unconscious, he would have used the drugged coffee in the dining car. That's a much easier way to pass out.
Bye! Now what?
I see. So they're trying to mislead you about the cause of death for Detective Four Eyes.
Right. The Peacekeeper said all the detectives burned to death. But Zilch's corpse in the first car is different.
As is the corpse in the fifth car.
It looked more like he was stabbed to
Because
death.
they both have stab wounds.
So the Peacekeeper's report was a lie? But they had no reason to do that. If they wanted to set you up as the culprit, they'd be raising questions by fabricating reports.
Yeah, you're right. They all must have died by fire, after all. And for some reason, only Zilch appeared to have been stabbed to death. I get it. So that's what was bothering me. But no matter how hard I think about it, I can't seem to figure out what happened next.
Huh? Why's that?
I don't have enough clues about Zilch in the first car. I should have investigated it more after discovering the body, but I was too preoccupied with calling for help.
I mean, to be fair, the
So
game
we'll
forced you to
step
do
right
that.
here.
I wanted to stay and look.
I don't see any other routes to break through this mystery. I don't even know what mystery we gotta solve right now. But I do know there can't be a labyrinth without a goal. The truth is always behind a mystery. You wish you had investigated more, right? So, you think you'd have the answer if you'd done that?
Yeah, sure.
Huh? Yeah, maybe.
Oh, fine. My secret weapon is so draining, I try to avoid using it as much as possible. But I just love it when you rely on me, Master.
Oh, she has to stop floating and everything to do this.
Feeling about this.
I'm gonna-
What are you trying to do?
She's gonna knock us into next week.
This is all for you, Master. Ready, Master?
No!
Wait!
that in my nose this whole time?
Ow.
Okay. Floating box in psilocybin land. I'm okay.
What's going on?
I just have a mild major concussion.
I'm extracting your memory and materializing it inside the mystery labyrinth.
Okay, that's what it was.
This is my super cute special weapon.
My mystery extraction
See?
punch.
If you investigate here, you might make some new discoveries.
Oh, the shock from all this is making my head spin.
You don't have any time to waste, Master. This was pumped out of that slow brain of yours, so don't assume it'll stick around for long. You have until the pain in your head clears up. Now hurry and investigate.
I have until the headache goes away.
I'll hurry.
Ow, 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 ow. Crime scene recreation. No, recreation. Alright, Bernie blanket. Hang on. Bernie blanket. For some reason
This
isn't
blanket's
actually
mostly
that Bernie.
But some parts near the knife are unscathed.
What does that
Doesn't
suggest?
look like there's blood on the blanket at all. But how could that be?
Somebody put the knife in after the fire. Burnt blanket that was placed over the corpse. There is no blood on it.
Oh, so I can get solution keys here too.
You may
Hey,
have seen it.
I
but
didn't see her
that-
throw up.
That just means you didn't think anything of it at the time. But it is in your memory, so you can use it as a clue.
You can do that?
Seems like
You're
cheating.
incredible, Shinigami.
Go on, keep complimenting me.
No, that's enough. Ow, 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 ow. Right. Ushan. Where's your cushion here?
Huh? This cushion. Was it always there?
It's got a stab wound in it.
So it looks like it has a hole in the middle of it. It was made by something sharp.
Mm-hmm.
What did this?
Oh, come on, Yuma. A cushion bed next to a bed. It has a hole in it, as if it was punctured by something sharp. Well, something sharp, so it's not your dick. Ow, ow, ow. Crime scheme recreated. Recreated. So now we have the knife through the blanket, but there's no blood.
Oh,
You would expect
it's fading.
a considerable amount of blood if you stab somebody in the chest.
Pain is starting to go away.
And we have
too.
a cushion
Looks like time's up.
with
Well,
a...
did you find anything?
Yeah,
yeah, no.
I think I see the contradiction here. Although I'm not completely sold on it.
Come on, this is where you're supposed to declare, I've solved the mystery.
Okay.
If you think you're on the right track, then I guess we should do this next.
Do what?
I cut my head off again, aren't you?
Or when you're stuck in your deductions. Remember what I said earlier? Every labyrinth has a goal. So even when you're stuck, there's always a way out. And we're gonna find it by working together.
Working together?
Lay it all out, Master!
Now what? Oh wait, no, I do remember this. Okay. Detective Zill's death was actually a something herring. Huh? Oh. Huh?
Go, go, go!
And
Go, go, go! That's right!
uh-oh. Why? Don't ask. Like the judge's death was actually a red herring. This game's so fucking weird. Ah, treasure chest.
That's right. When I saw Zilch through the window, it appeared as if the knife was stuck in his chest. But in actuality, he stabbed the blanket-wrapped cushion to make it look like he had been stabbed. That's why the blanket didn't have blood on it, even though the cushion was stabbed through. Zilch's death was a red herring. It was meant to mislead us.
Can I open this? Da-na-na-na. Zilch's death was just a red herring to hide the truth.
It's a new solution key.
If it was a red herring, that means he wasn't really dead.
Yeah, Zilch was faking his death to fool us. That knife was just to trick me into thinking he was dead when I looked through the window. But the Peacekeeper's report saying they all burned to death created a contradiction.
So the culprit was just plain dead. It's exactly what I said.
In a roundabout way, yes.
And why
Which
didn't
means that dead end in the abyss could have a new path now.
Arrow?
Let's hurry back.
It's miles away. Also, how do I get back there? And we have to go back through the fucking mine cart section now? I need to take this? No? Oh yeah, I wanted to check. Tutorial? Abilities? Skills? I think I'm allowed to unlock this, yes. Glossary, maybe? Alright, tutorials. Danger dodge.
I wonder if Master can even make. Master doesn't make mistakes. Right? Right? Right?
Okay, selection.
Looks like you might not need assist after all, Master.
By using assist, your partner inside the mystery that will
This
help
could be
you
the
out.
closure.
Partner assist activated. Mystery Phantom's statement won't inflict any damage. Use the ticket closer. Okay. That hasn't come up yet.
Blood place is suspicious.
That.
We're gonna expose the truth together.
Inigami puzzles one of my secret techniques to uncover the
What?
truth. This is hiding somewhere in the letters inside the barrel. Read the question, knock out the letters in the right order.
The correct answer is somewhere inside your head, Master.
If you knock the letters out in the right order, I'll be imbued with part of the truth.
Master, it's time for the solution.
By the way, if you feed me solution keys floating around the barrel, I'll give you whatever hint comes to mind. Grab the key.
Don't you forget.
That's what that is. There are some solution keys you can't get hints from. If I eat one of those, the time limit will be reduced. Okay, so just don't bother with that. Anyway. Zoop. So do we have to... No, we gotta go back through this section. Okay. Gonna take a while. Hey, Shinigami, can we just...
What's wrong?
Miles away.
It's too much of a hassle to go all the way back there. I don't want to walk anymore.
You're not walking right now.
Some guy you are. Besides, you're not even walking.
I despise effort and hard work. I want to head back the easy way. Oh, I know! I have a convenient transportation method, thanks to my awesomeness.
Didn't want to tell
I'd
us
like
this
to know
before.
Anywhere you've been before. Now is the perfect time to use it.
Zoom? Evac? So this is a Dragon Quest joke that I'm not sure if you haven't played it, you'll get. Both of these spells are used for travel. Zoom is a teleport, An evac is a leave the dungeon. Oh. And that's what it looks like when you use it too.
See? Super easy.
Yeah, sure.
But unfortunately, using it does drain a little bit.
Drain a little bit of what? Do you have MP or something?
Your lifespan.
Great.
My lifespan? Again?
So we've passed through. How did the culprit pull it
But
off, Junction?
does it
And have taken
drain
the
as much as it would have
dead
taken for us to
junction.
walk back?
And
If
now
that's
that
the
we have
case,
a new
that's
solution
fine.
key, I'm sure we can solve this mystery and access what's ahead.
Let's give it a try.
Hey, look at that. What proves the culprit played dead? What proves the culprit played dead? His corpse, the death report, the coffee, the red herring. It's still the death. Okay, just open the door to a pit.
Zilch was trying to trick us into thinking he'd killed himself. A bridge!
Eat.
See, didn't I say the path would appear? It's all because we found the right deductive clue to break through. I'm so amazing. You can pat me on the head if you want, Master.
Hey, your crown is kind of spiky though.
Well, maybe later.
A firm pat on the ass. I can't reach your head, I'm too short.
We opened the Play Dead route thanks to the corpse red herring solution key. So Zilch really faked his death to mislead us.
If so, he is absolutely
Cows.
the culprit.
Just
Now,
cows
we just need to
in the
prove it.
background. Don't know why.
But even if the
Don't worry
mystery
about it.
labyrinth is fair when it comes to solving mysteries,
And a
the
really big
real
butterfly.
world will be different.
Two really
right?
big butterflies.
What if Amaterasu Corp decides to protect the culprit?
I
even
think
if
one of
we
those is a
prove
moth.
Who really did it?
Oh, you're worried they'll just cover it up? No need to worry about that.
They will.
Huh? Why's that?
Let's save the fun for later.
Uh-oh.
Ah, the ground! It's falling apart!
Go, go, go.
You better run, Master!
But
Why? Wasn't this the right route?
Maybe the logic still has some holes in it.
okay. Like it.
Ah!
Bit of help. This is less helpful.
Master, you better concentrate!
Why are you choking me out? Oh, why did you just kill me? X is the top button. Was what Yuma saw through the window actually Zilch? I guess it was. Was what Yuma saw through the window? Okay, apparently it was.
When I saw Zilch through the window, he was faking his death with a knife through the cushion. That was definitely the real Zilch.
Was the burnt corpse in car 1 actually Zilch? No. That's not how he died.
The corpse I investigated was real, it just wasn't Zilch's corpse. In other words, Zilch swapped himself out for a real corpse.
But whose? And how's? Zilch swapped places with the corpse in the infirmary. Ugh. Nope. Before, I guess. It's 50-50.
The corpse was switched right before I broke the infirmary window to open the lock. The blazing fire had filled the room with smoke.
How the fuck
so
did
I
we
couldn't
not
make
see it?
anything out through the window.
Oh, bullshit.
Zilch used that smoke as cover to switch himself with a dead body.
I get it. The fire wasn't only there to show he died from burning. It was also a smokescreen to swap out the corpse.
Right. In the smoke, he switched places with a corpse he had hit.
A hidden corpse, is it, Yuma? Okay, where do you get this pocket corpse from? Ah, we're back.
Next up, you need to deduce where the corpse was hidden.
Because the room was filled with smoke, he needed to put the body somewhere he could access immediately.
Okay, well, he was on the bed,
Where are you
so
thinking?
under the bed.
If he needed to get to the body as quickly as possible, only one place makes sense.
Or in the bed with him already. That would also work. Spot selection! Okay, can't go very far here. Anyway,
Here. That's it! The burnt corpse was hidden right there.
Huh?
Hey!
Get off. Shit. Shinigami, help me? Or don't. Yes, that's fine.
Jeez, one after another. This is really bad for my heart.
We're not done yet. Hurry, let's speed it up.
You only have one speed.
You might be fine because you're floating around, but this is really tough for me.
I can't believe it. He had the corpse hidden under the blanket? So, that four-eyed detective was sleeping next to a dead body. I'm so jealous!
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Yes? What do you guys want?
Zilch was lying in bed with the corpse. He got up once the smoke screen was ready. He took the corpse out from under the blanket, pulled the knife out of the cushion, and stabbed it.
Stabbed him again.
That way, even after he switched with the corpse, he could just hide to avoid me.
Where'd he hide?
Where did Detective Four Eyes hide after that?
It must have been someplace with easy access, which must mean
The roof!
under the bed.
No,
He
okay,
could
under the
quickly
bed.
get
Right, that
there.
makes sense too.
Which means, if you checked under the bed at the time, you would have caught that four-eyed
Wow.
idiot.
But back then,
That's a real weakness
I was
in that
such a
in your
hurry
plot
to
there,
warn the
Zilch.
other master detectives.
Really relying that I just don't
I'm
look
sure
under
he
the bed.
calculated all that too. He knew I'd panic.
Maybe he was planning to take advantage of you from the very beginning, and that's why he let you live.
Yeah, I think Zilch was the one who peeked into the restroom while I was sleeping there. I was supposed to be sleeping in the infirmary, so he must have planned to move me before committing the crimes. I passed out in the restroom, but that didn't hinder his plans, so he went with it.
Where was he planning to move us
Speaking
then?
of which, wasn't it Detective Four Eyes who told you to go to the first car?
Yeah, he must have planned to make me witness everything and set me up as the culprit.
But also, the
Ah,
door to the
I
fifth
think I'm
car was
starting to see the
broken
whole
at the
picture
time.
now.
It was
Not
mysteriously
bad,
not
Master.
broken when
Maybe you were
the
a
murders
good
were being
detective
committed.
before you lost your memories.
No. If I really was a great detective, I would have caught the culprit in the infirmary before any of this happened.
I guess so. By the way, where did he get the corpse he was hiding in the blanket?
That corpse?
Well,
Well,
What other corpse had a knife wound in it?
Ah! Again!
At me!
I won't let you go any further.
Getting in our way again, huh? If you stand against my ruthless master, he'll chop you up and stir-fry you with veggies for dinner.
Ew, veggies.
I will not!
Okay, this is probably the assist one. Reasoning deathmatch.
Master, I'm lending you a hand from here on out. I'll assist you when you're in a pinch.
Huh? Assist?
It's the rule of the Mystery Labyrinth to assist whoever you're accompanying. Now let's go, Master.
There are a lot of rules you seem to just be making up on the spot, but okay. Fuji's Corp, Apex's Corp, Zange's Corp.
I won't let you pass.
Come on.
Enough of your nonsense. You think he swapped with a corpse? It'd be impossible to switch like that. Someone who can replace Zilch would need to be the same size as him.
Exactly.
He didn't have a bag that could carry a corpse. It would have been down at the station. It'd be impossible to get it on board. There was no corpse to replace anyway.
Yes, there was.
This is the truth.
There's no need to bring an extra corpse for the swap. He just needed to reuse a dead body on the train. It's Apex's body from the 5th car. He and Zilch are nearly the same height, and both have stab wounds in their chests. So the corpse that was switched was Apex's.
Damn it! How could someone like you hide the truth?
What's that supposed to mean?
Truth.
Blah. No, is he actually for really gone this time? Why a ladder now?
He looks completely obliterated.
Now we don't have to fight anymore.
Even if that's true, don't let your guard down. Mystery Labyrinth isn't over yet. Stay alert until the very end.
All right.
Fuck, do I really have to climb this whole thing? How come every other time we beat him, the arena disappeared, but this time we have to climb a fucking ladder?
Who would have thought that short-tempered idiot would be used for a body swap?
Thinking back, the reason the corpses in the 1st and 5th cars were burnt was to switch them out. But the corpse was so badly burned that I couldn't tell it was Apex. That must be what the necklace was for, so I could identify him.
Well, reusing a corpse is rather environmentally friendly of the culprit, don't you think? He totally went green.
Then black.
I mean, we gotta recycle everything in our day and age, so you gotta get the most value out of corpses too, you know?
God, that's bright. Huh?
Zilch?
It's me.
I am not the culprit. I am a victim who was already killed. So
There you are, swastika eyes.
leave me alone!
Hey, he ran away! After him, Master!
Yeah,
I mean, he's on the top of a train, Shinigami. He's not
You
going
said the body
anywhere.
in the first car's infirmary wasn't me, but Aphex? But you went to car 5 after car 1 and discovered his corpse there. How was the corpse transported from car 1 to car 5? That'd require moving past you.
That's right, if he slipped past us, when did that happen?
Well, you see... Yep. Other than blinding me, what else? What else are we doing here? Oh, out of the tunnel. Where'd he go? Hmm.
Where did he run off to?
Can't read that.
Another mystery that needs to be solved.
When moving the body from car 1 to car 5, the culprit moved through the train, did not move through the train. Both of these are kind of true. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but they're both sort of correct. Let's go with this one. Wait, just keep walking.
If he'd gone outside the train instead of through it, he could have passed.
No, that's not what I meant.
No, that's impossible.
Impossible.
Impossible. Impossible. Impossible.
Okay, you made your point.
Impossible. 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 Impossible.
Okay, Zilch. I liked you better when you were the other guy.
Zilch turned into a mystery phantom!
Get him, Master! Boom, kill him until there's only a sorry slab of flesh left!
Reasoning deathmatch. Okay, blackout and shaking, push him with
If they didn't pass through the train, you think a corpse was brought in from outside? The windows are all locked shut. The door's locked when the train is moving. We know the train never stopped once. If the windows and doors are shut, there's no way to get out while the train is moving. No issues occurred during the train's operation.
This is the truth.
Objection.
No, there was something strange. The blackout and shaking that happened when I was in car 2 and car 4.
And notice now that when he's doing his objection thing, his question mark hair, at least in his art, turns into an exclamation mark.
Maybe it has something to do with the mystery of the moving corpse.
Don't be stupid. So what if there was a little blackout and some gentle swaying?
Distorted plate, bloodless blanket, backup control system.
Forget the shaking.
Distorted plate. The plate identifying car 5. It is burned and distorted in an unusual manner and no longer resembled its original form. Bloodless blanket. A burned blanket that was placed over the corpse. Even though a knife stabbed through it, there are no bloodstains. And the backup control system's status was operating. It is possible some kind of malfunction caused the main control system to fail.
In the blackout. They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact. The shaking was the tunnel air pressure. There's nothing odd about that. It's all just a coincidence. It's impossible to include that in a criminal plot.
Come on.
No.
Forget the shaking and the blackout. They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact.
I'll slash through this mystery.
Then why did the backup control system take over?
No, the blackout didn't occur because of a connection failure. It was due to the main control system failing and switching to the backup control system. The blackout occurred during that 1 second when the system switched over.
Hey, there you guys are.
He ran away. A fleeing phantom is a bad phantom.
Is there such a thing as a good phantom?
Well, there's the Phantom Thieves.
You've gotta keep solving
Persona
it.
5.
And roadkill that mystery phantom.
Those guys are good phantoms.
Hey!
Master, you may know the cause of the blackout, but what does that have to do with how the corpse was moved?
The failed main control system was in Car 1, where the body swap occurred. If so, then the main control system's failure must have something to do with moving the corpse.
So maybe the culprit broke the main control system. He must have attempted to stop the train to bring in the corpse from the outside.
Oh, no, he had the corpse with him already.
The train never stopped. The operation log confirms the train was moving the entire time. So I don't think he broke the system to bring the corpse in.
Then why did the main control system fail?
Why indeed?
It must have something to do with moving the body.
But you're unsure exactly how, huh? In that case,
Uh-oh. Get back here, Zilch.
I knew it! A mystery is blocking you! Anything blocking you in here is also a mystery. So let's solve it to keep on going.
Okay. Oh, not again. Shit. Why the same side every time? It hasn't healed. Main control system was lost when
So
car
this is
1
the question
was...
we're facing right now.
The main control system must have failed because something happened in the first car. If that's true, what exactly happened?
7-letter word.
If it's related to the body being moved, then how?
Master's expression is so serious. He must be thinking hard.
Think.
Well, as his mentor, I better think hard too.
Careful.
Main control system failing. The blackout? The train shaking? Oh yeah! Why did the train shake like that? There was a blackout right before entering the tunnel that was caused by the main control system failing. But the culprit didn't destroy it, so the blackout happened because... Oh, wasn't there some shaking right before the blackout too? After the whole train shook, the blackout...
Come on, Shinigami, you can do it.
I don't get it.
That's right! The train shook right before the blackout. We still don't know what caused that to happen. Whatever it was strong enough to make the entire train shake. It caused the main control system to fail and resulted in a blackout. If it had something to do with moving a body, then what must have happened was...
Ooh! Did I give you the assistance you needed? Close to solving the case now? Then it's time to combine our powers and solve this thing! Let's go, Master! Lay it all out!
What? Is this the barrel game? Yes, the barrel game again. Okay.
Let's work together and...
Main control system was lost when car 1 was... Not sure how they spell it. That was the problem.
Tick tock, tick tock. You're wrong.
Okay, let's start like that. It's detached, not removed.
Go, go, go! Nice! Great! Nice! Go, go, go!
Ah,
Twirling, twirling. Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
of course. Main control system was lost when car 1 was
The
detached.
first car was separated from the train?
Huh? Separated? What? Seriously?
Yeah. The reason why the main control system failed was because... the first car was
no
cut
longer
off from
connected to the rest of the
we were
train.
riding in.
Let's keep going for now. Master, I don't really get it.
Why not?
What do you mean the first car was cut off?
Detached.
The shaking happened just before the blackout, right? Huh? Did it just shake? What was that? The lights went out for a moment and came back on. At that time, the first car was disconnected from the rest of the Amaterasu Express.
Alright, that's
As
the
a
blackout.
result, the main control system failed, and after a brief blackout, it switched to the backup.
But why cut off the first car? Why go through all that trouble?
Of course, to move the body in the train car. To do that.
There it is again! It's bigger than ever!
Not what she said.
How longer will this keep
It's
happening?
very much not what she said.
I feel like I'm gonna suffocate.
Now's not the time to be suffocating!
Stop yanking my chain.
Again?
Body was transported along
We need
with
to
the
resolve this
entire...
hand.
Given that the first car was cut off so that the body could be moved. Right. I think I see what happened.
Seems like you got it. Let's do this. Lay it all out, Master.
Alright, do they call it a car or do they call it a cab?
Out. Nice. That's right.
Probably a car. Bye! Hey, Zilch.
That's right. He transported the corpse using the entire first car. That's why the first car was disconnected.
Transported the corpse? With the entire car? Nonsense. Shut up!
It's transforming even further before our eyes.
The first car is at the front of the train. Apex's corpse was in the fifth car, in the back. Even if you detach the front car, how do you move it all the way to the rear?
On a separate track.
Master, don't be scared. Lots of villains transform after they've been cornered.
Calm down. Stay calm. Think.
Stay calm.
How could you swap the position of the first and fifth
I
cars?
just told you.
If I can answer that, I can solve this mystery once and for all. How did it happen?
That reminds me. Master, earlier when you were talking about the shaking and mentioned the blackout,
Yes.
blackout only happened once, but the shaking happened twice.
Indeed.
Yeah, it definitely shook two separate times. Right before entering the tunnel, and right after leaving it. The first time was when the train car was disconnected. But what about the second?
It was reconnected,
Something happened to the
but
train
in a
then,
different
too.
position.
The shaking at the end of the tunnel felt similar to when car 1...
This is still just standing there going, are we gonna fight or what?
There's no point thinking about it. You're
Why not?
stuck in this labyrinth for all eternity.
Master, here it comes! You gotta solve the mystery and defeat him!
Okay, defeat
Your
him.
deductions aren't worth a damn thing. Because they're all wrong from the very beginning.
Reasoning deathmatch. Red herring route map, distorted plates.
So it shook twice near the tunnel. What of it?
That was probably the route map.
You mean the train car was separated, connected? Why would that even matter? Even if you managed to separate car 1, how could it be moved to the rear? The train was always running on the same tracks. There's no way to shuffle the train cars around.
This is the truth! No! At that time, not all the cars were moving on the same track. The track that the Amaterasu Express was on separated into double tracks right before entering the tunnel. So by taking advantage of the double tracks, it's possible to switch out the train cars. The first time the train shook was before entering the tunnel, which was caused by car 1 separating.
Bye.
After that, the separated car 1 entered the other track,
Hey, what's up?
while the rest of the train proceeded on the main track. The two tracks rejoin after the tunnel. That's where car 1 connected to the end of the train. This is when the train shook for the
Slight problem
second
with this
time.
map, though.
You're right! The first car moved all the way to the back!
Normally, it's impossible for a single
it
train
really
car to
stings.
function on its own. But the Amaterasu Express is special. The control system will supply electricity as programmed to drive the train. But all train cars on the train have motors that run autonomously.
If each train car can operate autonomously, then car 1 can function on its own! Doesn't that solve everything? It's time you gave up.
No.
No! That's crazy!
Huh?
Slight problem.
Using your method to rearrange the train cars would connect the first car to the end, which would leave it behind the fifth car. In other words, it becomes the sixth car, but that doesn't exist. So, you're telling me you found Avex's corpse in the non-existent sixth car?
Oh, you're right.
Unless...
You're the one who's wrong. Everything you've deduced is wrong!
No, I'm not wrong. The truth lies just ahead of us. I will prove it to you.
Huh? Really? In the middle of the fight? Really, Shinigami? Right now?
Try to solve it, lickety-split.
From the start, the Amaterasu was a...
That's right.
4-car train. It was never a 5-car train.
Maybe the Amaterasu Express doesn't have 5 cars. What if there were only 4 cars to begin with? If that's the case, then to me, Car 1 could be made to look like Car 5.
Huh? So there weren't 5 cars the whole time, but instead...
And that's why car...
That's why Melanie said
That's-
the fifth
yeah,
car
this
door
thing.
was broken while we were in transit.
Because there wasn't a 5th car.
But you can't access the 5th car, the one at the end. The door appears to be broken and won't open. So, it wasn't broken. The 4th car was actually the farthest one back from the get-go?
I'm sure the real 5th car was left behind at the station when we departed.
And then it caught up with us at the end.
Took off with only 4 cars.
Make it look like there were 5 all along.
There was another Car 1
Or,
at our
okay,
destination.
that, I guess.
If it
That works
connected
too.
upon arrival, then the train would have 5 cars again. So the Car 1 where I was knocked out became the 5th car at the end of the line. And when I was questioned by the Peacekeepers, the Car 1 there...
The brand
was another
spanking
car
new one.
prepared at the station specifically for this plot.
The real car 1 was waiting at the station's platform, then all the peacekeepers there would have noticed it. So they were all in on it.
Or you can assume that the Peacekeepers themselves were the ones who prepared the other Car 1.
Yes?
There was
That sounds like a
another
yes,
Car
Zilch.
1.
I'm gonna take that as a
There
yes.
will be something that sets it apart from the original Car 1. For example, the way the window glass was broken in the infirmary will be different from how I broke it.
Except
You
it
mean
isn't.
when you used the fire extinguisher to smash the infirmary's window? So they knew you would do that? That's how they were able to imitate it in the new Car 1?
I think I was set up to reach for that fire extinguisher.
Was just right there in
The
front
fire
of you.
extinguisher was left in a conspicuous spot in the hallway. They wanted me to use it to break the window. And that's how they pulled off swapping the 1st and 5th cars while in transit. It was all a trap to set me up as the culprit. Isn't that right? Zilch?
Bye.
All right, we're almost there. Let's catch this culprit.
Wait, do we not have... But the arena didn't disappear, and we didn't get a ladder. How did we get out of there?
That was a pretty solid deduction. Very impressive. Of me foreseeing your potential.
It's so strange. It doesn't feel like I'm learning this stuff, more like I'm remembering it. Maybe I was even a high-ranking detective in the WDO.
Now's no time for bragging. You still gotta catch him.
Right.
Why are we walking into near reincarnation?
Everything feels different here.
This is just the calm before the storm. Be careful. You don't know what's gonna happen next.
Shouldn't I? If we're getting to the end of the mystery, shouldn't I know what's happening next?
The first car with the fifth was a really big trick to pull off. I'm surprised the train cars could disconnect and reconnect so smoothly.
The train's automatic operating system must have had it programmed before we departed.
Even the trick with the swapping train car?
Yes.
Probably. It had to have been done automatically.
There's no
Well,
there was no staff
easy
driving it or
for
anything.
Alatrazu. They own the train.
That's what I'm worried about. Even if I obtain the truth here, won't they just ignore what I say and arrest me anyway?
I keep telling you not to worry about it. As long as you have the truth, the culprit can't escape.
Why are you so sure of that?
You got me. What? Oh. Skip ahead. Skip to the end.
What is this?
Told you, near reincarnation.
Looks like a fort to me. With this kind of protection, I bet the truth is in there for sure. You just have to destroy it.
So the truth is here.
Truth is out there, or in there.
You can't have the truth. It's impossible to destroy this fortress. Just give up and leave.
No.
Whenever a culprit takes a last stand like this, you know we're just a step away from unriddling this labyrinth. Master, time to show him how dangerous you really are. After all, he did try to set you up.
I'm not worried about that right now. We're so close to the truth.
So is he still alive then, or
We
what?
gotta do this.
It's boot kill time!
Okay, how do I take down an entire fortress? Well, it's gonna be even more difficult if I can't reach it. That's a lot of walls. Why don't we just climb up over the walls? Oh! Large lady! God, Shimegami.
Let's do this, Master!
I won't let you have the truth. Go away! Give up and scram! Your deduction is wrong! Go away! Don't come near me! Don't come any closer! Stop it! Switching the first and fifth cards is just your imagination. It's a completely baseless lie. There's no evidence they ever swapped.
Or the wall with a solution key.
Be to smash through the wall, Master!
You're wrong! Huh? Come on!
No! There are traces of a swap! The warped plate from Car 5! The reason that plate was burned so thoroughly is because originally it said Car 1. Left as it was, it would have messed up your plot to make Car 1 look like Car 5. That's why
Who's he saying this to? There's no way Zilch can hear him from here.
Here I go!
disguise it? No, I didn't do that! Stop it! Stop! Go away! Get away from me! Wait! Get away! It just happened to be easily burned! But with it burned, you have no way of knowing what number car it was. So there's nothing backing up your deduction. You have no hard evidence proving that location was the first car.
Looks like we need another solution key to boom kill him. Good luck, Master.
The infirmary car fire was locked from the inside. There was a small amount of blood splattered on the interior lock. Whose blood was it? It was my blood.
There is proof! The bloodstain on the inner lock of the infirmary in car 5! The culprit probably didn't notice it. But I remember. It's my blood.
What?
You what, mate?
When I was trying to get into the infirmary in car 1, I cut my finger on the glass. When I reached through to unlock the latch, I must have gotten blood on it. But that bloodstain would have been hidden while the inner lock was open. That's probably why the culprit missed it. My blood, which was left behind in car 1, was found in car 5. This proves that someone pulled off the car switching trick. This is the truth of the case.
See you, Zilch. He's fine. Sure, he's fine.
I'm not done yet!
What? But you've shrunk.
Still going? Let us boom kill you already!
If car 1 became car 5, then where did the culprit supposedly hiding in the infirmary go?
Nowhere. Still
You
under the
had to
bed.
have checked the 5th car, but the culprit wasn't there.
The culprit must have been hiding somewhere in the 5th car, probably someplace safe.
Spot selection. Train door. Control room. The restroom. Infirmary. The connecting door. Restroom. Hey, ow.
I checked the restroom, but no one was there.
Okay, well, I couldn't get into the main control room, so it's possible there.
Here. The culprit was hiding inside the main control room, which was locked shut the entire time. I didn't have the key, so I could never have gotten inside. I bet the culprit moved there from the infirmary while car 1 was running on the 2nd track. If the train's management company, Amaterasu Corporation, was involved, the culprit may have had the key. And then they hid in a blind spot I couldn't see from the window. That's how they got past me.
It's not me.
I don't know. It's starting to seem like it is you.
I'm not the culprit.
Great detective work. I'd call that a critical hit. He seems like he's barely standing. All that's left is to finish him off.
Finish him off? How do I do that?
You have a sword.
Shove all your evidence into the solution blade and slash as hard as you can.
That's the book we saw at the beginning, presumably. Chapter Zilch. Deduction denouement. Tablet of contents, okay. Alright, it's reading like a manga, so it's right to left, okay. So, only minutes till departure. Amaterasu Express ticket. Leaving the lost and found. Then what happened? Where did Yuna rush to? Huh? Oh. I need to pick the thing. Where did Yuna rush to? The train. When he got there... No, hang on. Going in a weird direction. No, right to left. The train tickets first. Okay, anyway. Yuma runs toward the train. Barely boards the train. Train departs with 4 cars, leaving car 5 behind. Master detectives gather in car 2. What was used to put the detectives to sleep? Okay, we don't have access to it yet, so we're gonna have to come back to it. Something was there. Yuma drinks the drugged coffee. He's suddenly hit by drowsiness. Yuma heads to car 1 as the culprit watches. The master detectives all drink. Culprit smirks. Carries Apex's body to the infirmary. What was used to break the windy? Fire extinguisher set up to break the windy. Locks the door from inside the infirmary. In bed with the burnt corpse. What was used as a red herring? The knife. Knife and cushion used as a red herring. That's a fire around the bed. Traversing the smoke-filled corridor. Culprit lying in bed in the burning infirmary. Fire extinguisher in the hallway is found. Break the glass with the fire extinguisher. First body found. Yuma frantically exits the room. Where was the culprit hiding? Under the bed. So it's just your sleep paralysis demon there. Culprit hides under the bed. Culprit heads to the main control room. What was the culprit doing in the main control room? Jacking off. Train detachment. Proceeds with car detachment operation. Car 1 is detached. What happened when car 1 was detached? It was a blackout. Blackout due to the temporary loss of power. Melamie's body in car 2. Fuchi's body in car 3. Zange's body found in car 4. The culprit moves Apex's body in car 1. Apex's body placed in the corridor. He also torched the shit out of the place as well. What did the culprit burn? Fucking everything. And specifically the car number plate. Car 1's number plate. Burns the car number plate as part of the ploy. Hides in the main control room after everything. Exiting the tunnel. What happened after exiting the tunnel? Car 1 reattached. Car 1 attaches behind car 4. Yuma enters car 1 attached behind car 4, believing it's car 5. Runs through the destroyed car. A burnt corpse at the end of the passageway. Which body was found last? Apex's. The last body found was Apex's. a different car was repaired at Kanai Station, so that when we got off, it would still look like there were 5 cars, even though the train only ever had 4. Materazu Express arrives at Kanai Station, returns to being a 5-car train. Peacekeepers board the train on arrival. Peacekeepers pursue Yuma. Who's the culprit? Okay, hang on. We need to go back and solve the coffee one. This one? Someone roofied us. The detectives put to sleep with drugs. All the way to the last page. Who was the culprit? Guy with the swastika eyes. I told you it was him. Mystery unraveled.
Step right up, step right up! 5 master detectives slain before their time, and Amaterasu Corporation has master in their sights. Truth bombs are about to be dropped. Time for the deduction denouement!
Well, I just did this.
The incident unfolded aboard the Amaterasu Express, which was on its way to Kanai Ward. I rushed onto the train as it was about to depart.
My glowing
At that
souls.
time, the train was made up of 5 cars.
All because you were fast asleep in the lost and found, Master. If you'd kept snoozing, the case would never be solved.
When the train started moving, it was only 4 cars long. The 5th and final one was left at the station.
And so, the culprit's scheme had
I wonder what would happen if we had gotten on the 5th car.
meaning Amaterasu Corporation was involved from the get-go.
On the train, the master detectives were gathered together in car 2. That was the dining car. And the culprit had already mixed a knockout drug into every drink there.
Every drink. There were loads of drinks there.
Was the first person on the train, so they could prepare in advance and wait for everybody else.
I felt unwell, and Melanie went to the trouble of pouring me a coffee. But after drinking it, I started to feel drowsy. I was hearing things at the time and thought that I might be seriously ill, but it was actually the drug.
So you thought yours truly was responsible? Sticks and stones won't do much to a good man, but slander stings.
The culprit sent me off to car 1 in order to frame me as the killer.
There's a lot of forward planning going on here, especially since we were, what, a couple of seconds from missing the train?
Probably changed their plan and went after you instead.
Once I'd left, the other master detectives must have fallen asleep because of the drugged drinks.
The culprit then burned everyone to death, setting all those master detectives on fire on purpose. What a psycho!
Unless he was planning to go through with the framing thing, the whole thing, and was just gonna use somebody else to do it instead.
They carried Aphex's charred corpse to the infirmary in car 1.
The very first body we found.
Then they deliberately left a fire extinguisher near the restroom I was sleeping in. This was done to prompt me into smashing the door later.
Gotta have someone get inside somehow, or else nobody would find the body.
Next, the culprit
Could have just
entered
not
the
locked
infirmary,
this.
locked the door,
That could have-
and laid
that
down
would have
in bed
worked
with
too.
Aphex's charred corpse.
Jumping into bed with a charred corpse. And here I thought chivalry was dead. What a
Where'd you get the second pair of
gentleman.
glasses?
I'm actually a little jealous.
A knife and cushion created the red herring.
Why did you hold it like that?
Hell of a way to pretend to be dead.
Why wouldn't you stab it first and then put the cushion on
It
top?
set the room on fire just as I was waking up.
While you were sleeping, I felt someone come into the restroom. They must have seen me then and timed it.
When I woke up in the restroom and went into the hallway.
Timed it.
Car 1 was beginning to fill
I
with
suppose they did
smoke.
know when we left. You could probably guess when the sedative would wear off.
Precise timing.
I caught a glimpse of Zilch in the infirmary, with a knife lodged in his chest.
We didn't think that, wow, Zilch got a really big
Smoke
chest.
to obscure everything.
That was when the culprit took out Aphex's burnt corpse, switched places with it, and waited for me to enter the room while hiding beneath the bed.
He did all of that in the
Just like a magic
couple of
trick.
seconds it took for us to pick up the fire extinguisher and smash the window open.
Meanwhile, I found the fire extinguisher on the floor. Smashed the window, unlocked the room, and went inside.
Just like the culprit planned.
But we cut our hand on the window, and that's why there was blood on the latch.
After the smoke cleared, I found Zilch's body burned to a crisp. At least, that's what I thought. The charred corpse was actually Aphex. The culprit had me completely fooled.
That must have been why they picked the time-consuming method of roasting someone to death. Plus, the body was about the right size.
I bolted out of car 1 after seeing the corpse.
The culprit was under the bed at that time. They probably laughed at you from there, watching everything unfold like they planned.
I went on to discover the charred corpses of the
He had a
other
lot of confidence that we
detectives.
would put the fire out.
Around that
and
time,
not just panic.
The culprit came out from under the bed and went to the main control room in car 1. Controlling the train from there, they detached car 1.
That caused the blackout and shaking, and the power source was switched over to the backup system. So when the train shook, was there or was there not jiggling wheels? Take a guess.
Hey, you weren't in this form yet.
Car 1 was running on a separate track,
You were still in your ghost form.
preparing to disguise car 1 as car 5.
What about jiggling?
First, Aphex's corpse was carried to the corridor. The necklace removed earlier was placed back on.
Then the car 1 number plate was burned so that it couldn't be properly identified.
With everything in place, the culprit went into the main control room, locked the door, and waited for the train cars to reconnect.
Then promptly fell
This
asleep.
time, the culprit was riding in car 1 on the other track, right?
Yeah, the train, which was only cars 2, 3, and 4 at the time, remained on course.
Since we were in a tunnel, I didn't even realize car 1 was moving alongside us.
The train we were on went through the tunnel with only 3 cars. When it came out of the tunnel, the car with the culprit...
You might also be
attached
wondering
to car
why
4.
does the rail
Car 4,
why is the
that
railway
car
set up
became
like
car
this?
5.
What is the purpose of this railway
This
set up?
was the
Purely for this. That's all it's for.
operating system, right? Technology sure is convenient.
The culprit, riding in car 1, attached it to the back of car 4. That caused more shaking, but there was no blackout this time because the power supply stayed the same.
Additional shaking occurred inside my blouse, but the power stayed on.
After that, I mistook car 1 for car 5 and walked right in. The culprit wrecked it so much I didn't even notice the door I had smashed when I was in car 1 before.
I figured there'd been some kind of brawl. But that was part of the culprit's plan, wasn't it? Also, no one would realize it was actually car 1.
When I found the corpse, I deduced that it was Aphex from the necklace it had on. But I was just rediscovering the same charred corpse from car 1. The disguised corpse and the car switch completely fooled me.
No, it didn't. Go back to the last stream.
Using a dead body? Oh, that's a despairingly brilliant idea!
I spotted that the
When the train
the window
arrived
was
on
broken
time,
in the exact same way.
it connected to a different, prearranged car 1.
And with that, the train once again had 5 cars. So much attaching and detaching. What a stupid, crazy, elaborate trick!
The peacekeepers were lying in wait at the station. As the sole survivor, I was set up as the one responsible for the murders.
And Amaterasu was in on it. That really turns me on.
You mean pisses me off, right?
I don't think so.
During that time, the culprit stayed hidden in the main control room of the disguised Car 1. And waited for the peacekeepers to haul you in, Master. They were right there at the scene.
After burning all the master detectives, the culprit faked their own death and tried to frame me as the killer. It was a cunning, cold-blooded scheme.
And the evildoer who committed these countless contemptible crimes is none other than... Zilch Alexander! It was you!
Jacques!
This is the truth I've uncovered!
We Doctor Stranged him. Hit him so hard his soul flew out of his body.
Is that it? What's this?
It's the truth. It's the soul of the true culprit who made this mystery labyrinth.
The soul of the true culprit?
Yeah, I was making a joke. I didn't realize it was
Wait,
actually his
what am I
soul.
supposed to do with this?
Now it's time for the main event.
Well, she is the death god, Yuma. What do you think you do with this?
Go! It's my time to shine! Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair. The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case. Death to all deplorables. Ruin to the vile mystery labyrinth.
He has wings now, okay. I mean, you have a scythe. Couldn't you just hit him with the scythe? No? Okay. Just a Kamehameha instead. Explosion that killed Zilch. The explosion that failed to kill me surely killed Zilch. Come on, Switch. You can do it. Do it, buddy. There we go.
What? Huh? We're back?
I haven't left.
What are you talking about now? Your spirit shouldn't be broken. Yet. The peacekeepers will take care of you. We have all the time in the world.
Huh?
Eh?
Ah! Shinigami! Where are you? Nothing here's changed. What's going on? Shinigami? Are you listening?
Get him!
No, get the other guy.
I know who the culprit is.
He's not even pointing at me. He's pointing at the guy beside me.
What?
It's Zilch. He's still alive. He framed me.
What are you talking about? He's already dead.
Oh yeah? Show me the corpse.
Huh? But
Shut up! This is not up for discussion. What a waste waste of time. Take him away!
Take him away, toys.
Shinigami! Where did you go? This isn't what's supposed to happen!
I'm right here! You're so cute when you panic, so I had to enjoy the view for a bit.
Thanks.
Stop playing around! Why hasn't the situation changed at all?
He must be hallucinating. Taking him down shouldn't be a problem. Take him away! What? He's dead?
Oh, you said he was dead already.
Looks like it's over.
Huh? What's over? Shinigami, what's going on?
There's always a price to pay. When I read the soul of the true culprit, the mystery labyrinth created by the culprit is destroyed. But as a price, the source that created the mystery labyrinth also perishes.
The source perishes?
Ah, I see. So we don't actually do the whole justice thing then. Just do the
That's
execution
right,
thing
the
then.
true culprit
Okay.
dies.
Then that report saying Zilch, the true culprit, was dead.
Well, he's dead now.
And that solves today's mystery. The true culprit is as dead as a doornail. You're now innocent and free to go, Master. A happy ending. Roll credits.
There's nothing happy about this. Zilch died because I solved the mystery, right?
Well, was that, or they take
Huh?
us away and
He
kill
was
us
a
instead?
dangerous murderer who killed 4 master detectives. He deserved to die.
that's not up for
I
us.
don't think I'm completely free to go. Not even with Zilch being dead.
That's not our
In
decision.
that case, say exactly what I'm about to tell you to that gilded idiot over there.
Right?
Okay. Swank, did you just receive a report that Zilch was dead?
How did you know that?
I'm a mind reader.
If he was alive until moments ago, that changes things about this case. Someone who died in
Specifically the
front of
part where
our
you told me he was dead
9
already.
Eyes was alive. This is clearly an attempt by the culprit to disguise the truth. Don't tell me the peacekeepers lied to try to cover up what really happened. You didn't try to frame an innocent person, did you?
Oh, peacekeepers would never do that.
You think you can weasel your way out of this?
Yes, yes I do.
You better not forget you're in Kanai Ward now. You're powerless before the might of the Amaterasu Corporation.
No, I didn't mean...
I meant it a little bit.
Hey, don't surrender so easily. You were so close.
That does it. You're under arrest.
For what? I haven't done
Listen,
anything.
You got no right to remain silent, and you got no right to call a lawyer either. Take him away.
3 times he said it now. These guys are not very good. Following orders.
Wait!
Hold on just a second. Hey, excuse me. Do you have a minute?
You.
Yes,
It's
me.
all good. Let's stop all the fighting. We both have to follow orders from the higher ups, so let's not do anything that causes unnecessary tension. Falsifying evidence and testimonies is a drag when it comes time to do the paperwork, right? It's tough keeping things consistent. Just forget about all that and leave it to me, yeah? You know, I saw that the true culprit was alive and well just a bit ago.
What?
If you let us go, I'll cook something up in my report to the World Detective Organization.
Everybody has strange irises. He has square
More
irises.
trouble, right? If the WDO floods this joint because of you,
I think he has a pentagram?
your punishment might be kind of brutal.
Oh, actually, maybe it's a yen
So-
symbol.
You know what to do. Leave things well enough alone, as they say.
Both have burning tobacco, but no one is smoking. It's just like one of those joke cigars. It's It's actually just incense. These cutscenes are so long, the Switch keeps trying to go to sleep. How you doing, Doom Training?
Thank goodness that
This game looks
worked out.
terrible. I like it. It is very, very tropey.
Who is he?
Beats me?
Right. We are now at the point where we called it for when we played this Foley Plays Games a bit. So everything after this is brand new to me. Hey, what's up?
Well, I bet that was quite a long trip for you. Welcome to Kanai Ward.
Thanks.
You must be Yuma. Yuma Cocoa Head, right?
I am.
I still feel like that's a slur of some kind, but
I'm
okay.
Yako Furio.
Of course you are. Yako Furio.
I was born and raised in Kanai Ward. Just a humble member of the WDO. I'm the director of the Nocturnal Detective Agency, the only detective agency in Kanai Ward.
They detect
My office welcomes
nocturnal
you.
things?
Nice to make your acquaintance.
Thanks. The pleasure is all mine. So he's a detective from the WDO. Finally, I've met an ally.
Maybe. I mean, Zilch was from the
He managed to
WDO.
turn away the peacekeepers.
And he
so
tried to get
must
you
be in
killed.
high standing.
Really? He's clearly just some careless, middle-aged man.
Hey, that's just me.
Oh, by the
I'm
way,
not in the game.
Don't tell anyone about yours truly. You might have forgotten, but our secret is included in the contract. It'd be terrible if you broke this rule. To be exact, your whole body would be drained of its blood.
Why? That's very specific.
Okay, I won't tell anyone.
Well, even if you did, they'd just assume you're some crazy person.
Now, shall we? Oh, by the way, I'd like to hear the details about this incident.
Right. I'm sorry I kept you waiting. It took a while to get through all the proceedings.
Kept you waiting, huh?
They practically interrogated you, right? Kanai Ward is completely shut off from the outside world.
Well, not completely shut off. Clearly,
Communication
we got
devices,
in.
Cell phones are confiscated. Cameras are not permitted to leave Kanai Ward either. Even if you smuggle something with reception in, Kanai Ward is a dead zone. Thanks to all that tight closure, nobody's using this fancy station at all.
Did you say no one?
Well, I mean,
You show a lot of
clearly
promise,
some of us are.
considering how you handled that Amaterasu trouble. I was scared, to be honest. I don't want to deal with them if I don't have to. The thing is, the Peacekeepers always antagonize detectives. As a basic rule, never look them in the eye. They're always itching for a fight. Kinda like mad dogs.
Right.
Amaterasu Corp doesn't want the unified government or the WDO
The,
meddling in their
the
matters.
unified government of the
I even
world.
caught wind of them hiring a hitman.
Hitman?
They plan to wipe out any master detectives before they enter Kanai Ward.
Well,
The
they
result
did a
of
pretty
which
good
is
job.
this Amaterasu Express massacre.
So Zilch was actually a hitman?
Nope. There was a real master detective named Zilch. He was murdered beforehand and used as a disguise.
Ah,
You were in the first car earlier. The real Zilch is laying dead somewhere in there. There was a separate first car at the station before you arrived, where Zilch's body was hidden. Then, the 4 train cars that you rode in would arrive at the station in Kanai Ward and connect with the fake first car. That makes a total of 5 dead master detectives at Kanai Ward's platform. With no master detectives left, you would be arrested as the only culprit.
mhm.
That was the plan.
They would go to such lengths?
Absolutely. Even though the plan didn't work, we still lost 5 master detectives. Given the situation, I'm honestly surprised you survived, Yuma.
Yeah, me too,
That's all
honestly.
thanks to me. You're so lucky to be haunted by yours truly.
Wait, if there was a real zilch, then the number of people on board the Amaterasu Express, including me, that makes 6 people. The numbers still don't add up.
I, Hoochie, heard from the World
There should
Detective
only be 5.
Organization that the number of master detectives on the train was precisely 5.
Oh, I'll explain that later. Anyway,
Can you explain
let's
it
leave this
now
place.
instead?
Wouldn't want to give the peacekeepers any ideas.
I have an umbrella or something. I could borrow.
Hey, you're right.
I mean, the game is called Raincoat, Yuma. It's called Raincode, not Raincoat. You got nothing. You gonna make me get the bus? Really? You didn't come here in a car or a taxi or something? Right, well, someone's gonna get a bollocking. Visually, this looks great. Location and lighting. SS+. Character design, though. We'll get into the... You haven't seen the other characters yet. The villains and what have you.
Who's that guy?
Who's that guy?
Beats me.
Ah, that's some incredible security you guys are doing there. So this is from the same guys who did Danganronpa. So you have played that or know the kind of characters from that. Or Ace Attorney, because those characters
I
are
see, I
somewhat
see.
similar. You're going for the same kind of thing. Once the culprit is killed, he'll get rewarded based on how well Master did inside the Master Lab. Oh, that's not good. I'm not gonna get very much out of this.
Are you gonna remember all of this?
Get a reward for each overall rating, SS to C. Not only do you get a reward for the rating you receive, but every rating below it. So try shooting for the top. How'd I do? SS, SS, single S. Oh, bullshit. That one S dropped me down. CB ass. Can I replay this then, or what, to get a better score? Come on, Switch. Come on. You can do it. Chapter 1. Let's go. There we go. Now we're still in the prologue. Okay. World Detective Organization versus Amaterasu Corporation. So Chapter 0, prologue, and then presumably Chapter 1. Rain hat, rain cape.
There's a place I want to show you. It's the
The
best
local
spot
brothel?
to learn about this town.
The local brothel. Got it.
Hey, relax. Don't be so nervous.
Sure.
Come on, this way.
That's the roof. Where are we going? Okay, takes all his dates up here, I guess. What are we doing up here? Guy whose name I've already forgotten.
I love the view of the city from here. Oh no, it's like we're always right at the brink of dawn.
Motel 96,
Although,
not the Motel 69.
The real dawn will never rise here.
Shinra? Shinra Electric Power Company?
You mean Amaterasu Corporation?
Kanai Ward is isolated and out of the UG's reach. Now, Amaterasu is the de facto master of the city. None who wish to live in peace dare defy them. As long as you know your place, life can be pretty good here. Open an umbrella and the rain won't touch you. Wear a raincoat and you can even take a girl cycling. You know what I mean, right?
No, what are you talking about?
Kinda.
A while back, our detective agency used this building. But we were kicked out due to a contract dispute. The owner claimed renting the building out to detectives made the place unpopular. In Kanai Ward, detectives aren't even allowed to have their own offices.
Really?
I have an apartment
I don't know
though,
what
or
the
something, right?
WTO is thinking.
Or a hotel room?
I don't want this town to change. It should stay the way it is. It deserves some peace and quiet.
You want it to be ruled
That's why
over
this
by a
time around,
tyrannical,
I don't
faceless
want any
corporation.
trouble. It's not easy to negotiate with these people.
I heard that Kanai Ward has a lot of unsolved mysteries.
Screams are part of the daily noise around here. They're kind of like church bells marking sunset.
And you want it to stay like this?
Whenever someone's smiling in that building, someone else in town is weeping. However,
Oh,
you
it's
can't
got a weird
go
quantum entanglement
punching the
thing going
guy
on here.
who's smiling.
Interesting. Why not?
We can only offer a handkerchief to those in tears before quietly slipping away.
Oh, you mean the guy's in that building, right? Let's just go up
Anyway.
there.
We're not superheroes or anything.
I have a cape.
We're just detectives.
Just detectives, he says. But he has the resigned smile of someone who's given up. That look tells me exactly the kind of place Kanai Ward is, in a way words couldn't begin to describe.
Well, that's lucky. We're not gonna try.
Dude comes off like an irresponsible geezer. But there's an ominous aura around him. You
Irresponsible
only end
geezer.
up
What's the
like
bets
that
he's like
if
30?
You've seen death all the time.
Could it be because of this city?
Maybe. Or maybe it's its old man stench.
It can be both.
Something wrong? Is there something on my gorgeous face?
Yeah, there's an ugly face
Back
on
in the
it
day,
for
I
some
was
reason.
rather popular with the ladies. You may think that means I'm no longer so popular.
Well, you did say back in the day.
And you'd be right.
Uh-huh.
The rain, it never stops. Does it rain often here?
Just said it never stops.
Oh, this stuff?
Oh, it's not rain. It's piss.
Fatalists would tell you that all rain must come to a stop.
It's piss from Amaterasu
The
Corporation.
past few years, the rain in our
It's all we
town
have to drink.
hasn't stopped falling.
For years?
Yeah, years. It started around, 3 years ago? Weird, huh? Thanks to that, we have no need for weather forecasts.
Okay, but I assume you have considerable need for, like, storm
No
drains
wonder
and
things are so dark and damp here.
flood provisioning.
The rain sure has changed things around here. Both the city and the people, too.
And yet,
Supposedly,
still nobody
there's
owns an umbrella.
Something in the rain that messes with our bodies and the environment. But it's all hearsay.
I told you that's because it's not rain, it's piss.
No one knows why the rain never lets up. But It probably has something to do with Amaterasu.
Yeah, Amaterasu piece. Piece?
My word. It's such a bizarre place.
Bizarre, huh? You're not gonna make it here if you find this shocking.
What's 9.6k?
You'll be seeing a lot of strange things in this city, I'll tell you that much. But there's no need to overcomplicate things. Everything is just an illusion in the rain. Just think of it that way, and you'll be fine.
Look, you're not Blade Runner, okay?
Trust me, it's easier this way.
Is it?
But that's how many Shinigami
Well,
innuendos
now
you
that I finished
have.
showing you the town. Let's head to the agency.
This place. There's a lot more to it than I thought.
What do you mean?
Oh, you're very close to don't pick
It
this.
smells so good here.
Almost there.
Looks like there's a florist on every corner.
Really? I don't see any florists.
I didn't mean it literally. To me, nothing smells sweeter than the stench of death.
That's putrefaction.
Death?
There are gruesome mysteries all over this place. It smells so lovely.
That sounds so ominous.
Hey! The elevator's here!
I would hope so. If it has moved, we're in trouble. If it's suddenly gone somewhere else, we're in a bit of trouble.
Now then.
Come on, let's go down.
Yes.
8. No need to be so nervous. There is nothing dangerous here, anyway. There's murder everywhere, but okay. How did you get down here so fast?
This area is called Kamasaki District. It's the busiest and messiest place in all of Ganai Ward. In other words, it's a lively area.
The neon looks magical blurred in the rain. If there really is an illusion in the rain, I think it'd be the streetlights.
There's a new Bozo.
I don't have
Shinigami's
any
interacting
the
with.
scenery, but it still makes me all nostalgic.
They're meant to be a kind of...
I'm from a city like this one.
It's kind of like hanging garlic on your windows to like ward off
It looked like
evil
this
spirits
place.
kind of thing. There's another one over there.
Hey, isn't it weird how it's
People have umbrellas.
You know
What?
how it's always raining here?
Ridiculous.
It looks like they have a good drainage system. See? There's a drain leading to a pipe over there.
That kind of thing creeps me out. Just imagine what would happen if I got sucked in there.
Well, don't do that then. Plus, you're incorporeal. I don't think it's fun.
Staring at you.
There's what?
A clown!
Made you look.
What? Oh, I'm not allowed to go that way. Okay. Okay, fine. Things are not as open as they appear. This is ridiculous. It rains all the time in Ireland, and nobody has an umbrella. Nobody has any rain gear. It's reference. It's a reference, alright. So it came out after it. We got that going for it. But which it? This is as fast as we go, by the way, so get ready to be walking very slow.
I explained briefly, but basically, Amaterasu Corp picks on detectives.
Okay, so we're bullied.
My colleagues and hired assistants all quit. They said working here as a detective was simply impossible.
So, you've been working as the only detective for the whole city ever since?
It's not like I can change careers. I'm a WDO detective, after all.
Why can't you change careers?
Clients trust me to do the job. Although, most of my requests involve infidelity or finding lost pets.
How many lost pets?
What about
How
unsolved
many
mysteries?
cheating lost pets have you found?
The peacekeepers get to handle that. Detectives don't even get close.
Oh, interesting.
But now, things could be different since you're all here.
You're all here. It's
Oh.
just me.
Yeah, I got a feeling things will be a bit stuffy moving forward.
We are in a sewer. Or what appears to be a sewer. Yamasaki underground passages. Oh, well, that's too fast. Sometimes the Switch wants to load quickly, I guess. No, we're in the sewer. No, yep, that's the sewer. I meet the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles any second now.
Is your agency up ahead?
Like I said earlier, detectives aren't allowed to work in a proper office in Kanai Ward.
Ugh, must we travel this nauseating path? I'm too blue-blooded for this.
The other master detectives are already waiting at the agency.
Other master
You're the last
detectives?
to join us.
Other master detectives? But everyone on the train died.
Thanks to that hitman hired by Amaterasu. The WDO anticipated interference. They prepared multiple routes for entry into Kanai Ward.
Why couldn't I have been on one of those
They
routes?
covered their bases.
Not really. 5 of them
Master
died.
Detectives arrived from routes besides the Amaterasu Express. Both official and unofficial members traveled through these various routes.
I see. So it wasn't just the Amaterasu Express.
Why'd you put me on the obvious death
Amaterasu
one?
Corporation caught on and tried to interfere on all the routes. Granted, they deny any involvement. Some routes were completely stamped out. Yours barely made it.
How many have we lost?
To others too.
Excluding you, there are 4 others who survived. Unfortunately, a lot of sacrifices were made.
How many sacrifices?
But as a result, you could say master detectives of the
Walk,
highest
walk slowly and
caliber
talk.
have been gathered.
Oh, you missed the earlier parts. There's literally a running
outsmart
loading screen
Amaterasu
where you just
and
run
made
and
it here
talk and
after
wait
all.
for it to load.
The highest caliber? Hearing that
It's Rockstar in collaboration with Ubisoft. Who started it? Who started the walkie-talkie?
I wonder what these surviving master detectives are like. So exciting, so mysterious.
And now we've run out of content. So we're just gonna keep walking for a bit. Am I walking automatically? Oh, I'm walking automatically. I've been holding the fucking analog stick. These woke games. With their walking and their talking and their no gameplay.
Here
Okay,
we
well now we're
are.
out of the sewers. Dumpster? Are we even in Kanai Ward anymore?
Where's the agency?
It's
You're standing in it.
here. All right. Remember this, Yuma. The most important things cannot be seen by the eye.
What? That's stupid. How else am I supposed to see it? What? Also, how is that neon lamp still working underwater? Wouldn't the pressure have crushed it? Hey, Doom Training, does your Barotrauma submarine have neon katakana on the outside of it?
Eyes were gonna pop out.
Welcome to the Nocturnal Detective Agency. What, you expected something a bit tidier? I guess I wouldn't call this place clean myself. But isn't it awesome? Our own submarine!
Yeah, how did you get a submarine?
Is this really it? Our office is a sub?
There are many worse physics violations in Barotra, I can imagine. We might have been assigned to a sinking ship, but at least this one is supposed to sink. It'd be different if you were assigned to a sinking ship that wasn't supposed to sink. Come on, Switch. Come on. You can do it. It's just the interior of a submarine. How bad can it be? Alright, well, it's already ridiculous. Look at all this space. None of this space on the submarine. Cool. Thanks for using up the last of our oxygen with that match. Learning how explosive compression works from the Titan disaster really highlights how unrealistic paratrauma is. Oh god.
Thanks for waiting, everyone. Our final new member
Can
has arrived at
just
last.
crushed like an empty aluminium can.
Watch it! Don't just come barging in here.
I cannot barge into a submarine door. It takes a solid minute to open.
What are you talking about? This is my detective agency, isn't it?
Victory is mine. Pay up.
But hold on, that doesn't count. It was an accident thanks to the chief barging in here.
Nonsense. You should have expected him to return from his errand. Moreover, you should have realized he was back when our submarine resurfaced.
And when you put it like that...
With my logic, anything is possible.
Anything?
What are they fighting about?
Hey, what are you doing with those matches? No fire is allowed on my sub.
You're smoking.
It's just a little game.
Got a guy in the
He
fireplace.
strikes the matches one by one. He wins if he lights 10 in a row. But if he fails even once, I win. And he failed. Thus, I get all the cash.
Hang on, it was lit. The chief opened the door
It's
when
lit,
he
fam.
blew it out.
They were crushed faster than nerve
I
impulse. Okay,
succeeded
well, at
in
least they
lighting
didn't
it,
know what was happening.
So the game continues. Next is the 7th, right? Hey, ref, how many matches was it? You can check by counting the number of chocolates on the table.
Too late, I ate them all.
Sure thing. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, don't eat those! We're using them to count! How many are we missing now? 2 or 3?
How many were in the
Come on,
box?
Princess. How many did you eat? Be honest.
Be misogynistic.
2 or 3. What comes after 3?
8.
I never
Technically.
remember since I so rarely count that high. Please give me just a moment to recall it.
Ugh, it's all ruined.
Why don't you count the number of matchsticks you've used instead?
Oh, right. I'll just count the matchsticks in the ashtray.
Wow, these guys are idiots.
Why the hell are there so many? Didn't you say no open flames are allowed in here?
It's harder to quit than you think.
Aha! I remember. The number 4 comes after 3. So the answer is 4.
Good job.
Huh? But there is still a chocolate missing.
Hang on, there were more than 4 to begin with. Did you eat another one? Wait, you're eating another one!
So I am.
It is too delicious. So this is what commoners eat. Interesting. It is simply heavenly.
Anyway, time to pay up.
Enough! I'm using my authority as chief to end this game. And no more gambling! Do you understand you're in Kanai Ward?
It's not gambling. She knew she was gonna win.
Drop in on us? Virtue, honesty, and staying the hell out of trouble. That's our motto here at Nocturnal Detective Agency. Got it?
Virtue?
Now then, I'd like to introduce you to our final team member.
The rest of you aren't in uniform.
Yuma Coco Head. A round of applause, please.
Nice to meet you all.
I was hoping they'd be amazing detectives, but they all look kind of dumb. I wonder which one of them will die first. Him or me?
Well, there's the guy who's in the fireplace already, so probably him.
They managed to get past Amaterasu's attacks. I'm sure they're all amazing.
Why am I the only one in uniform?
Now then,
Now I feel weird.
Yuma, let me introduce everyone to you.
Nobody told me it was Casual Friday.
First, the one sitting over there is Halara Nightmare, a great master detective. The first to arrive at Kanai Ward.
Halara Nightmare. That's a name.
The little match boy over there is Desuhiko Thunderbolt.
That's a good name too.
Wait, who's the match boy?
You. He's got some intense eyeliner.
The beautiful lady next to him is Fubuki Clockford. She is the heiress to the famous Clockford family.
Oh god, is she related to the Ashford family?
A pleasure to meet you.
At least she has a detective badge. I don't think the other two did.
And the one inside the fireplace?
What, fireplace? Why there of all places?
He says it's calming in there. Anyway, his name is Vivia Twilight.
No, never mind.
Nice to meet you.
That's the intense eyeliner. Also has a detective badge. Cheek piercing, an eye drop,
Right.
makeup.
Now that we're all here, let's have a seat.
Why are you sitting all the way over there? Why is he sitting all the This is okay?
Sit down right here.
Sure, but also, why didn't you just sit over here with everybody else? That's weird.
Now, all remaining agents sent to the Nocturnal Detective Agency are here. There are a lot less of you than what we originally planned.
Where are we gonna put them all?
Well, regardless of how many people we would have gotten, we'd still be no match against the Peacekeepers' numbers.
It's not like we're here to take them head
we'll
on.
Keep laying low down here and avoid provoking them, as we've been doing.
It's not what we're here to do, though.
You want to stay submerged in this filthy river? I didn't come here to rot like sewage. I want to make a grand entrance, solve all unsolved mysteries, and become a superstar detective. Oh, and once I'm rich and famous, I'll make you all my assistants.
Not really how it works. You can't force me to work for
Kanai
you.
Ward, solving cases won't make you famous. All information is controlled by the Peacekeepers. They simply conceal anything that's inconvenient to them.
I think the pattern on his
If
arm
you wanna
came
be
with the
famous in this
suit,
town,
or did he draw it
it's
on?
much easier if you're a villain.
I see. Got it.
Wait, don't actually do it! Don't instigate anything with those guys. Got it?
I'm just kidding around.
Why is the WDO gathering master detectives in Kanai Ward? What
I
do
thought
they
he was
want?
covered in blood. His right
Actually,
arm has
I
like
don't know what the
a
WDO was
demon
thinking
head
either.
tattoo.
I just
Not
found out
tattoo.
about this recently
Pattern
myself.
on the sleeve. The rest of it,
You
blood.
didn't receive any
And his knee
instructions.
seems to have some kind of
Not yet,
design
at
on it
least.
as well.
I'm
The rest
hoping
of it
they'll
is
call us
just blood.
eventually. But before that, There's something.
And he has
I
a
need
big
to
chest
verify
tattoo.
first. Yuma, it's about you.
What about me?
Huh? Me?
I heard the Peacekeepers talking and learned about it back then, but... Do you really have amnesia?
Yeah, perhaps.
Amnesia?
Yeah, seems like I do. I don't remember anything from before getting on
It
the
looks
yacht.
terrible. Yeah, it does look terrible, but I think the whole point is he's meant to be a bit of a
Ah,
slob.
Then you and I are alike. We are amnesia buddies, Yuma.
Huh? Fubuki, you too?
Indeed. I cannot remember what I had for breakfast. I cannot even recall how I got here.
I think you're just forgetful.
Don't make things even more complicated.
My apologies.
What is the source of your amnesia?
I
Is Amaterasu
cannot tell
Corporation
you.
responsible?
Although blood will be drained from my body.
Doesn't seem likely. I was still at the station when I woke up.
So you really don't remember anything. I'm surprised you got past Amaterasu's attacks like that.
I probably can't tell him it's thanks to the pact I made with a death god.
I mean, you can, but it wouldn't be a good idea.
Better not. Talking about me breaks the contract.
I think I was just lucky. Chief saved me in the end.
Well, you can work off your debt to me. So you really don't know who you are? In other words, you don't remember if you're a detective?
Are there seriously no
That's
records or
correct.
things for people to look up and just see if my face is the same face?
Oh, but I do have a letter from the WDO. And this outfit is definitely mine because it fits perfectly.
I don't doubt you. That's not what I'm worried about. I've already verified your identity.
Huh?
Okay.
You know who I am?
Can I have my file?
Just daydream in the park and feed pigeons while y'all were heading here.
Are you sure?
I checked the routes everyone used.
Is that because it's raining and the pigeons aren't flying?
Unfortunately, most of the info was kept secret, so supporting you was all I could do. At the very least, I did manage to obtain info about the Amaterasu Express.
What have you
Then
learned?
again, it was mostly thanks to Halara and Desuhiko since they arrived so early.
I got the passenger list from Amaterasu Corporation using my special forte. That
Jizz.
ability is top secret, so I'm not gonna tell you about it just yet.
And you
Your
can
name
look
is on
up
the
files?
passenger list, Yuma.
Oh, good.
Once we knew your name, obtaining more information was easy. I
She have a
researched the histories of
syringe
everyone
for a-
on the list.
Earring? That seems...
This doesn't sound
Not
like
a
something
good
you
idea.
hear.
What? Of course it is! I might finally get to learn about my past! So, who am I?
Oomst.
The truth might surprise you, but among the master detectives registered at the WDO, no individual with the name Yuma Cocohead exists.
Oh, good. Good shit.
What do you mean?
5 master detectives were summoned to the Amaterasu Express. That is an undisputable fact.
Indisputable. It says indisputable
But
there,
a
but okay.
detective in training was also summoned.
Ah, fuck.
Detective in training?
That's you, Yuma. Looks like you've been working toward being a detective at the WDO. You may be part of the organization, but you haven't earned your stripes just yet.
God damn it.
So, I'm not really a master detective yet?
That sounds about right. You never fail to amuse me, Master.
Despite that, I know for sure you'll be an integral part of our team.
I'm not making you guys
I
coffee.
reviewed your profile in the WDO records, and it turns out you have a phenomenal ability.
An ability? So I do have some sort of special power too?
Your record claims that you're a great cook.
Son of a
Would you
bitch.
mind making us breakfast from now on?
Absolutely not. Fuck you.
Your lake is made.
I don't know if I can. I don't have any memories about cooking. Never mind. Did my
I've forgotten how to
profile
brew
mention
coffee too, so don't try
anything
that.
else? Like where I used to live or my personal history?
It didn't have any details of the sort. You see, you've got a trainee's profile, not a proper master detective's.
I see.
You know,
You would think
trainees
the
are kind of like
profile
appetizers at a restaurant, don't you
of
think?
a detective
I guess
organization
that makes you
would have like an exhaustive list. God damn it. Do you think they would have an exhaustive like amount of information on their people?
I'll do my best to train you from the ground up to be a great detective.
I want to just be a great detective.
What's wrong? There's nothing to feel ashamed about. Everyone starts off as a trainee.
I'm in a room full of master
Also,
detectives.
Not everyone can use their forte from the get-go. Though some are born rather gifted. Still, no matter how much talent you have, you require the right training to make the most use of your abilities. No matter how smart they are or how dexterous their fingers, no surgeon dives straight into surgery.
Yeah, they do.
The same goes for master detectives.
When they become a
If you want to
surgeon.
do things the right way, you have to learn it.
So, everyone here also trains at the World Detective Organization?
The WDO requires a 2-year training period for all agents, no exceptions.
What about your man behind you? He said he never
During
left
that time,
Canai
The agent's paranormal disposition is honed into a forensic forte, specializing in investigation. And those who manage to develop their forte are certified as master detectives.
Like me. Plus, once you become a master detective, you get a detective deed from the WDO.
And that would explain why we didn't have one.
By the way, not all detectives working for the WDO are master detectives.
Like you?
There are regular detectives, like myself,
All right, there
who
we go.
don't have fortes.
Oh, really?
I still got my detective deed. It doesn't say master detective on it, but it still holds the same weight. A forte mostly depends on innate talent. Some people will never develop it, no matter how much effort they put in. But that doesn't mean they can't be a detective. Anyone can get a detective deed as long as they complete their training.
So, is that my case as well? I don't think I have any special abilities.
Yuma, you have a floating ghost beside
There
you.
is no record about your forte.
Also, you can sense
You could
other
be like
people's
me and
fortes.
have no special powers.
He still hasn't figured that out.
I knew it.
Who cares about that? You've got me, Master.
Look, there's no need to be so down about having no
We can,
forte
we
of
can
your
solve
own.
any case by brute
That
force.
has
That's a
nothing to do
that's a
with whether
pretty
you're a
strong
good
skill to
detective or
have.
Even a kid or a delinquent can be a master detective if they're good at one thing. But detectives with no special abilities must pass basic testing with flying colors before they're certified.
Basic
So,
testing.
in fact, you could say those without special abilities make better detectives.
We're not gonna say that.
Just tune your own horn, old man.
Yeah, at least do that in your own
But
bedroom.
Being both a capable detective and a master detective would be even better. Such as myself.
You're tuning your own horn too.
Yeah, do it in your bedroom.
Anyway, whether you have an ability or not, the fact remains that you've been striving to be a detective.
So, I wanted to be a detective.
Also, keep in mind that despite being a trainee, you were given a directive. That's pretty impressive. You must be quite capable. I mean, master detectives were killed, but you managed to survive.
Yeah, because he wanted me to be a
I'm
scapegoat.
not sure if that's right.
I am sure you shall eventually remember all that you have forgotten, Yuma. Although, I still do not remember what I ate this morning, let alone yesterday's weather.
It was rain.
It was raining. It's always raining.
Oh,
Damn it.
right.
Stop stealing my jokes, game.
Is she this dumb on purpose? I think she's putting on an act.
She might be.
Maybe she's a giant skank. It's boom
Wow.
time if you fall for her, Master.
Wow.
I didn't do anything.
By the way, my agency treats both trainees and detectives as the same thing.
What about Master Detective?
To all you master detectives, you better not drop your guard or the rookie here's gonna steal your thunder. Got it?
You just tried to have me cook breakfast for everybody.
Go
You
ahead
definitely
and
don't
try.
treat us all the same.
Too bad for you, rookie. I'm gonna take all the medals.
You're gonna die first, aren't you?
I have no desire to compete.
I've no desire to compete because
Senior
I'm the
detectives
best.
Sure are a handful. Vivia, anything you'd like to say to the newbie?
Don't get in my fireplace. You asleep or
No.
reading?
Not really.
Good talk.
A call?
That's the direct line to the World Detective Organization. So, they're finally contacting us.
I have to blow the dust
All
off this thing.
communication in Kanai Ward is shut out from the outside world. So that phone is rather special.
How do you have a landline in
And
a submarine?
obviously, it's kept secret from the Amaterasu folk.
If they're contacting us, maybe they'll finally give us our orders.
Someone gonna answer the phone.
Go ahead, rookie.
I'm not your secretary either.
Master!
I will answer it because nobody else is answering it, and it's annoying me.
Hello, Nocturnal Detective Agency. Please state your business.
Good work, all of you. I assume everyone is present?
Wow. Is this guy just crazy old, or does he have a painted face?
Far less than I anticipated, but considering who survived, this should suffice.
What the
How
hell
can you
is
see us?
this,
Where's the
Grandpa?
camera?
He acts like he's hot.
So we have a camera feed also going to a submarine.
Beats
Okay.
me. I've never seen him before. My contact is usually someone totally different.
Perhaps he dialed the wrong number?
We've been contacted by the
No,
Pope.
That's impossible. This is a direct line to the WDO. Who are you? Would you mind telling us your name?
I'm Mr.
A
WDO.
name.
Fred.
Unfortunately, I discarded my name long ago.
Okay, how about a title?
Now, I simply go by Number 1. I'm sure you've heard of me.
Got pride earrings.
Number one?
You're joking? Seriously? My sincerest apologies for my rude behavior.
Well, we have amnesia, so we don't know who he
I
is.
didn't expect number one himself to appear. This must be very serious business then.
Is he a big deal or something?
Number one is the top master detective, leader of the World Detective Organization.
His forte is he kills you by looking at you.
Detective of the WDO?
He rarely ever shows himself. Thus, no one knows his true identity.
Well, he's this guy.
He's only known
Case
among
closed. That was
detectives
easy.
as number one.
He's the top of the World Detective Organization?
It's just some old man.
Hey!
I am here to give those of you who arrived your instructions.
Hey?
There is a dangerous secret lurking here, which we refer to as Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Of course we do.
Kanai Ward's ultimate secret?
However, Kanai Ward's ultimate secret isn't a problem affecting only this city. There is a chance it relates to the ongoing great global mystery. Hence why I
What?
chose to deliver your orders directly.
A great
Move swiftly to
global
investigate
mystery.
Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. Doing so will assist us in solving the great global mystery. That is all.
What?
Huh? That's it? How about some clues?
How about a step one?
Why do you think you're there? If you're a detective, search for clues yourself.
For what? We don't even know what the mystery
Providing
is.
Information beforehand will merely result in misconceptions.
Why'd you even call?
Understood.
What?
Do you recall the World Detective Organization's creed?
Amnesia?
A
No.
detective must never overlook a mystery. Any and all truths must be exposed.
Oh, that's just you getting me to do side
A
quests.
detective must always prioritize solving a case.
Okay, but which case?
Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction.
Never.
I heard that every single day during training. but it's not something you can easily put into practice.
Is that true, Master?
I don't know. Amnesia.
I don't remember at all.
Mysteries are the greatest threat to humanity. The WDO will not allow mysteries to go
Mysteries
unsolved.
are the greatest
They shall
threat
be eradicated
to
with
humanity.
sagacious wit and indomitable will. We must guide
Okay,
the
I got
lost
the sagacious
souls of
wit
victims
bit.
to paradise in the name of truth.
What?
Go forth, proud detectives. Eliminate all mysteries from this world.
Okay. This guy's a bit intense. He hung up.
Hey, did you hear that? We got a direct order from number 1. We play our cards right, we're guaranteed to get promoted.
Promoted to what? You're already Master Detective. Where else are you going?
It isn't so simple.
Master
Just
Detective.
look at how much we sacrificed to get you here. Kanai Ward's ultimate secret must have something to do with Amaterasu Corporation.
Must it?
Which means we have to snoop on them. They're gonna wipe us out!
So it's a full-on war then. The WDO is serious.
War is awful. I myself am a pacifist.
Sure? Thought you were
Well, it's
forgetful.
something we have to do from here on.
There you go again with your jokes.
Fubuki, were you listening?
Not really, no.
Huh? I was. However, I was also lost in my own thoughts.
You weren't listening then!
So, Chief, any ideas about Kanai Ward's
Fubuki's voice actor sounds familiar.
This place has so many secrets that I have no idea where to start. But one thing that comes to mind is this unending rain, I think.
I mean, the rain code?
He
The
said
piss?
it has something to do with the great global mystery, too.
The Great Global
I have
Mystery.
no clue what that is.
Well, for now, let's sneak into Amaterasu Corp and start gathering up info.
Cool, let's go.
Don't you dare do anything dangerous like that.
Oh, come on.
It's not like they're leaving secrets in easy-to-reach spots.
Bet you they are.
Then what are we
They own the
supposed to
place,
do?
right? They've gotten careless.
You really want to know? The right thing to do is absolutely nothing. Jeez. How did it end up like this?
Come on. You need to snap out of it, Chief.
I've got a bad feeling about all this.
Oh, why'd you say that?
Who would have guessed number 1 would show up? Ah! All I wanted was to sink quietly into the river.
You can still do that.
Are things really that bad?
Yeah, lives are at stake here. Danger is a daily occurrence in all of Kanai Ward.
Danger is a daily
I'm used
occurrence.
to wagering my life like poker chips. It feels like my path.
Maybe for you, but I'm not that way.
What kind of
Who
poker
said I
chips?
wanted that?
Hundreds? 500s?
Got it. Let's pretend like we didn't hear a thing. No, I know that's impossible. Given the sacrifices that were already made, the WDO can't back down now.
I mean, they can. That's a fallacy.
I guess we have no choice.
You can always quit, no matter how close you are to the end.
Everything that goes down in this city is handled by the peacekeepers of Amaterasu Corporation. They simply fabricate or cover things up in whatever way's most convenient for them. In other words, the truth they're hiding may be connected to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Some of these cover-ups may be clues for unsolved mysteries then.
But there are tons of cases where they covered up the truth.
Then what we need to do is clear.
Huh?
Don't stare at me, dumbfounded rookie. We've got to crush each unsolved mystery one by one.
Right. You got a list of them, or...
All of them?
I
Well,
suppose
if
that's
we
the
solve
only way to
all of
solve
them,
whatever's going on.
then I guess by default we'll have survived. We'll have
Alright, listen up.
solved the ultimate one.
Truth be told, I wish this day had never come.
I
But
wish
part
the
of
ring had
knew
never
that it
come
was
to me.
inevitable. Our goal now is to expose Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Yeah, I know.
We'll be
Your
up
man just
against
said that.
Amaterasu Corporation. So please, be extremely careful. We don't know what these guys will do to interfere with us.
They'll kill us, probably.
That said,
Seems likely.
you all survived the deadly trip to get here, so I'm sure you're up to the challenge. We've been trapped in this rain for a long time now, but it's time to put an
Oh
end
no,
to
you
that.
have. We've only been here for like a couple of
Please,
days.
help me save this city.
You heard him, Master. I love it. Things are getting interesting. Mr. Ball.
It was at that time. He knew. He fucked up.
In the unending rain, through the winding neon cityscape, draped in my raincoat, I roam in search of my missing memories. What secrets lurk in this labyrinth of drainage pipes?
It's fucking beating the shit out of that guy.
We have yet to find the answer. The story of detectives facing the darkness that enshrouds the truth
Okay. Ah, the Seattle Space Needle.
is
I knew it.
about to begin.
And some kind of zombies. Alright, here's where we get DMCA'd, probably. This is an extremely late title card. It's like 6 hours into the game. Hey, who's that? Okay, robots. Matrix soldiers. Random Paradise Killer motifs. I think these are the bad guys. On the floor beside me? Roll credits. Okay. Well, the prologue's over. Are we moving on to Act 1, Chapter 1, whatever? We've had Chapter 0 and the prologue. On the other hand, that is also a good place to... Yeah. I'm gonna get stuck in another long texty bit, so let's leave it there. Right, I think we'll leave it there for Raincoat for tonight. So we have managed to make our way to Kanai Ward, managed to solve the Amaterasu, or the massacre on the Amaterasu Express. Not the murder on the Orient Express, the massacre on the Amaterasu Express. Words. Anyway, we're now at a point where I haven't played up until this point. Actually, a lot of the last hour and a half or so I haven't played before. We did play a little bit of it as part of my Foley Plays Games a Bit series. So all of this from now on effectively will be brand new, at least to me. The game is pretty long, so we're probably going to be looking at this for a while, and it does have a bunch of DLC that has like a bunch of new cases added to it and stuff like that, so we'll probably look into that as well. Anyway, that's that is for next week, but what is going to be happening for the rest of this week? So, as I said, coming up in about 2 weeks' time, we're going to have the 2024 look ahead. That'll be the 30th of December, New Year's Eve. We'll take a look at what games are going to be coming out in 2024, see what one of them's, what ones we might feature on the channel, and what ones I might keep for myself, or what ones I am arsed looking into in the slightest. Next week, the 23rd December, it's Saturday, Christmas Eve. We'll be looking back at this year, 2023, and trying to rank them, make a tier list out of the games that we saw this year, or that we featured on the channel this year specifically. So you're not going to see, stuff like Baldur's Gate or Spider-Man because they didn't show up on the channel. So it won't be those kind of games. Games specifically that were shown on the channel. What you're seeing here is 2022. So we played things like Elden Ring, Sifu. We also played some older games like the original Resident Evil, the original Bayonetta, stuff like that. So, we don't just do the games that we saw that year. But even more closer to the present. Fuck. Brain stopped working. Yesterday, we started Final Fantasy III, part of my Final Fantasy franchise playthrough. If you want to check that out, so now on YouTube, youtube.com/Doom5. Just finished out Rain Code, our second entry in Foley Fables series. Resident Evil Code Veronica, we're continuing tomorrow, part of my Resident Evil series playthrough. Made our way up to Code Veronica. Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 4 Remake. Slowly making our way through that series. And then Friday and Saturday we'll have a double entry in my A Bit series, where we play newly released games for the first 2 or 3 hours of them, see what they're like. We did the same thing with Master Detective Archives Rain Code earlier in the year. So Friday, The Spirit and the Mouse is a somewhat, it's like a pseudo co-op puzzle game. You play the spirit and the mouse in conjunction and trying to help this village regain power, and at the same time sort of like bring life and community and stuff back to the village. And then Bomber Cyberpunk is Jet Set Radio by a different name, effectively. And again, this was before Sega announced they were making a new Jet Set Radio. But this was like, if Sega's not going to do it, then we're going to fucking do it. And then they did, and the Sega went, that's pretty good. Hold my beer. Now they're going to do it instead. Anyway, that's it for me for today. Thanks to Doom Training for keeping me company, as well as anybody hanging out in lurking in the background. It's also appreciated too. If you want to check out the VOD archive, it's over on YouTube, youtube.com/DoomTrain5. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, for more Resident Evil Code Veronica. Right. Have a good one. Bye-bye.